guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see dicks? Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
What's up, you big old fat bitches in the chat? Look, I know I'm late as hell. All right, it was Fanta's fault, 100%. Had nothing to do with me eating a meatball sub.
Already being thrown under the bus. We just started.
Oh, dude, the meatball sub was good though. I'm gonna be honest.
Where'd you get it from?
Dude, I made it. Dude,
okay. You made it?
Yeah. So I had some in my fridge. I've been eating it for a couple of days, but yeah, I was filming the videos and I got done right when I needed to go live. So I ran downstairs, threw some meatballs and a little thing, put some cheese in it, and just smash that bitch. It was delicious.
I don't think I've ever had a meatball sub.
You need to change that immediately. Oh my gosh, dude, they're so good. Ooh, oh my god, it's so good. I saw Flux a second ago. Flux, what's up, baby? How you doing? That's what she said. Look at that. It's Rodica's finally a FANTAVISION stream. I told Fanta a long time ago that he'd come on. It's just, man, there was people lined up for like 2 months almost, but now it's over, so we're good. Now I'm starting to schedule my next 2 months out. And I was like, well, I'm going to bring Fanta on for first thing.
Yeah, I got moved up. It was going to be Wednesday, and now I'm here.
Yeah, dude. It's been a lot of fun. If you guys don't know, Fanta was my first boy. The first dude I really got to know on YouTube when I started YouTube and gave me like a launching pad to help me out. So that was really, really cool of him. And we've been friends ever since. And speaking of friends ever since, Monkey Man with the first gold boy of the stream. I love you, you beautiful bastard. Get on it, doggone it. We are we do have fight milk coming tonight at some point. Fanta's gonna make some concoction as well. If we hit the fight milk goal, no pressure. Thank you, Monkey Man. And
please don't hit it.
Yeah,
please don't hit it.
But that being said, we do need to beat Pippa Pitkin. I've had conversations with Pippa back and forth, and she's talking shit, and we need to kick her ass in super chats. It's time to destroy her ass once and for all and cast her into the nether realm. Wiggly jiggly. QTV obviously isn't that Christian. He should have used a rock instead of his hands, like the good Lord. Last time that woman eats a cucumber, that's for sure. Well, I mean, that's me. I think, yeah, you're right. You're right. Now, granted, that is kind of Christian to beat your wife. I feel like. Now, look, I don't really know. I haven't read it. I feel like I remember somewhere in the Bible.
It's one of the 10 commandments. You're supposed to do that.
Thou shalt receive a backhand, bitch, if you talk. I'm pretty sure that's one of the commandments.
Yeah, but there's a part where Jesus beats the shit out of a bunch of people. It's Christian. It checks out.
It's a beautiful passage. It's my favorite. Thank you, Wiggly Jiggly. I love you, and I appreciate you, my friend, for the first orange boy. I also like your profile picture. It's beautiful. But yeah, dude, it's been a wild ride. Quantum TV's finally been arrested.
So finally,
yeah, dude, that dude looks like a damn turtle for real. God, so if you guys don't know who Quantum TV is, there was a period of time last year where Quantum TV he copyright striked The Act Man. It's a large creator that has really, really great content. His channel was yeeted. All right. He said some stuff on Twitter that was literally a sarcastic joke. Yeah, YouTube took it seriously. It was talking about like doxing YouTube executives, and he was like laughing in the thumbnail. It was obviously a joke. YouTube took it seriously, probably because of a lot of reporting from the Quantum TV Discord. His channel got yeeted, demonetized, all that good stuff. I made a video about it because I was like, this is bullshit. And then I got I didn't get fully demonetized. I got to like soft demonetized where I had to wait 24 hours after uploading a video for it to be considered to be monetized. So I had to schedule like 2 days out. And sometimes it wouldn't even be monetized, especially if I even said Actman in the video. It would just be demonetized. It's like they knew.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, bitches, old QTV's been yeeted into the nether realm because he decided to lay his hands. He decided it was domestic assault. I'm pretty sure domestic violence is what he got arrested for, right?
Yep.
And it's a felony, which means
I also saw like it was like obstructing justice or something like that. So does that mean like they were trying to arrest him and he was fighting back, or what was going on there?
I see his goofy ass doing that. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, so he's done. And it's a swift kiss of justice. I'm so happy because that's some bitch. I don't know what it was, but I'm quite positive that him doing that to my my channel, because I got struck down as well. There was privacy strikes all over my damn channel. In like a 1 day period after I made that video about quantum TV.
It was a couple people.
Yeah, dude, it was everywhere. And I remember, I think you made 1 or 2 videos about it as well.
I did. Yeah. I don't think I got any huge backlash. I have had that same issue you had before where you basically are just demonetized for the first 24 hours and then they take forever to review it, which was bad when I was doing news, because then it's like, okay, well, now it's dated and pointless.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I made those videos I made one about your specific video, and then I made one about just the situation in general, and neither of those seemed to have anything happen to them. So that was really strange. Dude,
it's wild. It's wild. But I know something went down, and my channel went from like 40K views per video to like 8K overnight, and it stayed that way for almost to the day 6 months.
That's crazy.
It was wild. I'm telling you, man, I don't know for sure, but I'm quite positive there's a little drag down menu, whatever YouTube person did it. And they were like, 6 months. And
I don't understand. Even, did he know somebody at YouTube? Why would anybody want to support this guy? He was making TV reviews. Like, he wasn't making anything significant or.
Yeah. And dude, we'll go over that in a second. But yeah, it was quite literally 6 months to the day. And then I released a video and it got like 90K views. And I was like, what the fuck? What happened just now? 1 out of 1, right? You know, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I text you when this happened. It was 1 out of 10. And then my next like 6 videos in a row were 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10. I'm like, what's going on?
That was wild. Yeah, I remember that happening.
And it just continued and it never kind of slowed down. And then that's when I started this show. So it was weird. And yeah, I think he had a big hand in it. Speaking of big hands, Ashley says, happy CAMELCAST. Always got to send some love. And she also sent a $10 tip on locals at the same time, which is her trademark. I love you. Second gold boy of the night, joining Monkey Man and Wiggly Jiggly. I love you. I appreciate you. So it was wild. But if people don't know, Quantum TV is a content creator, and his entire content creation is specific TV model, insert specific TV model here. Here's how to get the best settings, like adjusting the brightness and contrast. That's his channel. I'm not even, it's weird. It's very, now look, some people are into that shit. I get it. But that was his channel. And then he sold, if I recall correctly, he would charge people to give them like the list of
the settings
for the best picture. And then there was another guy that was a smaller creator that was just giving them for free. And he went after that dude. He was like trying to destroy this guy because he was giving settings out for free. And this is like a weird mafia, you know?
Yeah, it was
a weird underground mafia of TV setting guys.
TV setting. Like, he was hated in the YouTube community, but he was also hated specifically in the TV settings community that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, dude, that's wild as hell. Rod, my boy, his first super chat in like 2 years, and it's FANTAVISION super chat. Give this to Fanta, all of it, telling me looking like a meal tonight. Looking good as hell.
Babe.
Dude, my beard is out. I can't even control it.
Dude, you have, I was going to say, your beard is looking fucking phenomenal.
I don't know how this happened.
You look like you go out and you cut wood in the forest.
Yeah, I woke up one day and I was like, I don't want to shave. And then it started, I had a crazy mustache and I can twirl it and shit.
Dude, it's sick.
And I was like,
this
is weird. And it just keeps coming. And I'm like, I guess I'll just have a beard for a while. I want to try it out. I need some beard wax though. Thank you, Rod. I love you. Appreciate you. I saw Wicked Virtue in the chat. If you're interested in coming on, let me know if you're free tonight, and I'll send you a link later on. Thank you, Wicked Virtue. I appreciate it. She just hit 1,000 subs. Hell yeah! Congratulations. Proud of you. And also another simp for Fantas here. Ashley and Sprite. There's always a shower caddy assembling community. There's also a shower caddy assembling community. Man, YouTube's wild as hell.
Are you serious?
You know for a damn fact. You're not okay. Like here's the scenario. You're like, man, I need to make a YouTube channel. I want to be famous. I want some views. I need to do this the right way. What is a good thing to make a YouTube channel about? Gaming? No, it's oversaturated. Movies? Maybe no, it's oversaturated. Commentary? I don't know. Podcast? A little bit saturated. Yes, I got it. I'll make a channel about shower caddy assembly. That'll get me a million subs for sure. God, it's ridiculous to me. I can't believe that shit. I can't.
Maybe it's like Legos. Who knows? Maybe it's fun. Have you built a shower caddy? We're hating on the shower caddy community, and we haven't even done it.
I bought one.
You bought one
assembled.
What? Blasphemy! You need to assemble it yourself.
I don't want to, dude. I gotta take my engine out of my goofy ass stock car, and I ain't got time for all that. That's terrifying. I don't every time I have to do anything with my racing stuff, it's something I've never done. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Do you have like one of those cranes in your garage so you can lift all that stuff?
Yeah, it's called a cherry picker, and I do have it.
It's called a cherry picker?
Yep. And
I thought that was like the thing that you get in like the bucket and it goes up and you can like.
That is also called a cherry picker. Well, I think its technical term is an engine hoist, but everybody I've ever heard talk about it is like, oh, cherry picker. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's cherry picker. So it's super easy. There's like 8 points of contact. You just undo them bitches, and you just bolt on the 2 chains on the engine hoist, and you just crank it out. And I got to take it to Atlanta to get it rebuilt. There's like 1 guy in Georgia that does it, and then there's like 2 guys in North Carolina, and that's it.
God damn.
An old proprietary engine that puts out like 850 horsepower.
Oh, that's why I was like, why do you have to go to these specific places?
You have to go to a place where these guys still work that built these engines back in the day. And I'm also buying another one, so I'll have 2. But until
an engine or another car,
2 engines. But until then, if you guys want to come to my races, DM me. I will be racing for the official Dodge team for the next little bit.
Hell yeah!
So that's really cool. Hopefully we can get some good results from them. Speaking of good results, Jay says Fanta heart smiley with the hearts, purple heart. Appreciate it. Coming with the delicious, beautiful orange or gold boy. Sorry, you're goated as hell. I love you. Thank you so much for your super chat.
You, love.
And don't forget Rodicus, fancy, the cutest person ever on your cast. Cutest, really? Dude, I had Z on the other day, and she took her shirt off. Come on. She took her shirt off.
Look at me.
Now, this is before her boob job, though. Her boobs be fat as hell now. T-Mac, I love you. Fanta, what beer are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking a Hofbrau Dunkel from Munich, Germany.
Dunkel. I don't know why it sounds funny. Dunkel. Hofbrau Dunkel. Ghost Meteor, love you. The Family Lot missed the live show. About to jump back into my coursework. I love you, dude. Do you have any races in North Carolina? Double tap on Rumble? Yes, I have several in North Carolina. I think 4 or 5 in North Carolina. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and pull up the Quantum TV. The arrest record for Mr. Quantum TV. We're gonna have some fun with this. And Rebel. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. This is what I thought. I actually thought that he was trolling this whole time for attention. Like I thought he was everything he was doing was completely on purpose just to like get some kind of reaction, right?
I thought that for a little bit, but my God, that guy is unhinged.
Yeah.
Like you could just tell something was wrong with him.
Yeah, I thought it was all a ruse. And then it turns out he's legitimately crazy. It says Quantum TV arrested April 14th, 2023 for domestic violence. And it says right here, arrested first-degree felony, obstructing justice, hinder with comm info. And then the second one says first-degree felony, so it's the same thing. It's prosecution details and the arrest details. And the bond is only $500. That's pretty cheap.
That's really cheap.
But
that's like the price of a TV. You can afford that.
There you go. And the issue is now him being charged with a felony. He can't own a firearm anymore.
Nope.
Rest in peace. Rest in damn peace for old Quantum TV. Now, which I think is kind of silly. There's a lot of dudes out there. Like there was a guy that worked for me at GameStop, and he rang out some like PlayStation Network cards. He just rang them out and didn't pay for them, and he activated them at the register. Technically, no one's losing money, but we're losing fake money. So he did it for like a month, and of course, he got fired and he got arrested.
That's a lot of money worth.
Yeah, he did. It was like $900. So he got
really. That's it.
Yeah, he got arrested, and he got taken out of the store. Plot twist: he got charged with a felony because it was over the minimum amount for the city it was in. And now, so he got charged with a non-violent felony. He was just bringing cards through, and now he can't buy a gun. It's kind of silly to me. If you like,
I feel like felonies should be a lot more escalated, or you should have different tiers.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, it doesn't make any sense why, like, so felony, it's like the worst thing. You lose your right to vote. You can't have your guns. You can't. Yeah. You basically are like less than a citizen now.
Yeah,
and I think that should exist. I think there should be a felony, but I feel like there should be like other things in between misdemeanor and felony.
Yeah.
You know, like stealing PlayStation cards. I don't think you're a threat to society. You're just kind of an idiot.
Like, okay, I stole a PlayStation Network card. Oh, it just so happens that $25 is the limit in this city. Now I have a felony. I can't buy a gun. And you're telling me, Jaquan pistol whipped a baby, and he has a felony, and we are treated the same. He pistol whipped a baby. He definitely doesn't need his pistol. I didn't pistol whip a damn baby. All right? I mean, would I? I don't know. Maybe. I don't like him, but I'm just saying I didn't. I wasn't charged with the pistol whipping of a baby. So I think it's kind of silly. Because I was talking about that to my buddy the other day. Shanny says, I gives the duck hearts. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, Shanny. Be fun, something fun to talk about. Jenna says, at Fanta, Hofbrauhaus is delightful.
Hefeweizen is delicious. I agree.
Definitely pronounced that correctly. Man, I went to the bar the other night. Strip club and then the bar. And I was with one of my buddies from the gym. He was drinking like this, of course, some crazy ass, bitter ass beer. And he was like talking about, how people get with beer. It's just very pretentious. He was like, oh, yes, it's triple fermented and has the hops directly.
You call it pretentious. Some of us are not trying to be pretentious. We just like exploring the different beers. Dude, okay. Same with whiskey.
Every time I taste it, Fanta, it all tastes the same to me.
Whiskey or beer
beer. No, I tried some real high shelf. My buddy had like $1,000 bottle of some like custom whiskey. And
custom whiskey. What is that even?
It was smooth as like butter. Like it was bottled and made by like the company, and it has like just writing on it. Like some dude wrote the shit on there.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of like single barrel stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, it was called single barrel something. And oh my god, it was so smooth that it didn't even. It almost was like it tasted like whiskey without that like harsh end.
Yeah,
it had like a weird, like almost a creamy follow.
Yes,
I loved
this
it.
Is why I love whiskey, man.
But it was like 68% alcohol or some shit.
Yeah, I know, and isn't it amazing that you didn't taste that burn? You didn't taste that alcohol,
and I blacked out so hard, dude. I drank four. I drank four little drinks over the course of like 5 hours. After eating a pizza, I was drinking, I was sipping, and I was 4 in. And I like sat there.
Were they like 2-finger pours, or what was the pour here?
It was probably like a 3 ounce, like little 3 ounce, 2 ounce little thing. It was like a little tumbler glass. My dumb ass you know when you become self aware, like AI and Skynet and shit. When you're like sitting there in a chair and you're like, I'm having a great time. You're like, oh my god, I'm fucked up. And you like, so I like realized this, and I was like, oh god, I gotta get out of here. So I like ran to my room and laid down, and then like I blacked out immediately, and then I woke up at like 4 hours later in pitch blackness and just projectile vomited.
Oh shit.
And I had a girl in my bed with me.
See, the trick is you start with the expensive whiskey, and then you just slowly work your way down to the cheaper stuff, because at a certain point it's all going to taste the same anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I had this girl with me, because it's Vegas, right? So I had this girl, and she's in my bed, and this chick like wakes. It's like a movie. She's gagging. She wakes up and she just leaves. She just leaves.
She just leaves.
Yeah, and my buddy was still awake, and he's like, "Yeah, that girl left." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure she did. I threw up everywhere."
That's great.
God, it was rough, man. It was brutal.
It's been a long time since I've done that.
My tops are Asians and Fantas. We know your tops. Asians that just happen to play Apex or some shit, or Overwatch. That's what Rod likes. You play Overwatch, the hit gets him stiff as hell. Samantha Bullock says, we watched a movie live stream and may have plugged your channel in. Wait, what the hell did you just say to me? We watched a movie? Thank you.
Yeah, it was confusing. Is that a channel?
Yeah, I think she sent me the link to it the other day. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate you. I love you. Kyle Kalukin, felony also does not always require loss of a firearm. They just like to levy that on everyone for reasons. It's also mandated for violent crimes. Only mandated for violent crimes. Well, one of my buddies.
Well, this is violent, so
yeah. One of my guns. Buddies, he got charged. He got charged with felony, and it was something like possession of some kind of goofy substance. And he went to jail. He served his time. It was a couple of years, and he got out. And he can never buy a firearm. And it was a non-violent drug related thing. He got
years for possession.
It was like a 3-strike thing.
Oh well, still like
it's wild, dude. Rest in peace to that boy. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Brandon said, "Do you take the tip or the whole thing?" The whole thing for sure. We don't mess around here. We are already 1/10 of the way to Fight Milk, 1/5 of the way to the Naked Snake. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys like the damn stream, by the way. We're on our way to taking down Pipka. I tweeted at Pipka yesterday a real nice video of me benching 315 for 8 reps, 8 real clear reps, and told Pippa I was coming for her. And then, of course, in Pippa fashion, she responded and called me a coward. So we need to take down Pippa. It needs to happen.
This is a VTuber?
Yeah. Oh, Pippa. Yeah. She rated us last stream and was trolling me in chat and going ham as hell. And I was gonna make her a mod so I could see her when she popped up, and then I couldn't. I could never find her because the chat was freaking out. Because she has like 3,000 watchers always.
Jesus.
And you know how YouTube you can legitimately raid now on YouTube. They kind of fixed it completely. It was broken for a year.
Yeah, I left YouTube for a while, or I left YouTube streaming still, because it just didn't have like all the features that Twitch had, like rating and like all the different things that were just kind of fun about it. And now YouTube just over time has just kind of become Twitch.
Yep. It is, dude, it's the way to go. And it seems like they actually recommend the stuff because I mean, I streamed just by myself the other night and there was 700 people watching me just get drunk. So,
I remember when I was streaming and like you had just gotten me into streaming on YouTube because you're like, this is the way to go. It's great here. And then there's like this weird wonky time period where they're like, we're like making you lose subscribers. It was like hurting your channel if you were streaming. Yeah. So I think that's when I dipped. I was like, I don't want to fuck with that. Yeah, my channel's doing bad enough. I don't need the stream's help to make it worse.
It's still, I don't think it's still completely fixed in that aspect when it comes to the algorithm, but it seems like if you're apt to streaming, it'll give everyone that watches your streams a notification almost always.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't do it for videos ever. Which is that's just par for the course. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Michaela, I'm not ignoring you, baby. I love you. But yeah, dude, YouTube's been pretty cool lately, especially with these types of shows, just hanging out with people and talking. Because I was just streaming by myself for a long time, and it got to the point where it's hard to it's just hard to carry a whole stream by yourself for hours, like every other day. It's just brutal.
For sure.
The squid, my 65-year-old dad still can buy hand poo-poo because nonviolent theft he committed at 17 doesn't make any sense. So you're saying he can't buy?
I was a little confused. Like,
yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't really understand that because we were talking.
Wow.
Well, actually, that's what we will talk about next. Disco Cobra says, "Sup, Cody and chat. Hope all is well with everyone. Not related to anything being talked about. I just recently replaced my PC chair again. Probably spent more than I should have, but it's nice. I could have replaced the piston, dude. I'm telling you what, man." I've been using the EWIN chair for years. They sent me a desk recently.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, do you need a chair?" And I was like, "No, but I need a desk." And they're like, "We got you." And they sent me a brand new desk. So, and it's freaking like everything's metal and hard and rigid. Really like it. It's in my music studio. So
that's pretty cool.
Thank you, Disco Cobra. You're goated. It's the second Orange Boy of the night. He's the top dog tied with Wiggly Jiggly, my boy. So thank you so much, Disco. I appreciate you. One pink and one red away from a rainbow night. So, what's your opinion on this? So I was talking about it, and my buddy kind of changed my opinion on it. So we were talking about like, gun rights, and I know you're totally for guns and shit because I've seen.
I have quite a few. Yeah,
same. So,
I have a suppressor.
Yeah. So I was telling him in my naive mind, because I understand the concept of all of the reasoning in every subject like matter except for guns. I never thought about it. So I was like, I'm not entirely against, maybe more background checks or maybe, evaluating if people have mental health issues or maybe, like being able to understand like maybe who should and who should not have a gun. And he was like, well, let me tell you why you're wrong about that. And it was it made me kind of think really, really good. It's the first time my mind's been changed like in a long time about most things. But he was like, well, that sounds great, right? Mm-hmm. It sounds great. Like making sure people that shouldn't have guns doesn't have guns. Sounds like a great idea, great plan. The issue is it will be implemented by the government. And what is stopping, let's say you get into an 8-year period where one party has the majority or one, vice versa. And they determine that, let's say we have this law now in the books where we can determine if you are not mentally capable of buying a firearm. Okay, What if let's assume for some stupid reason this would never happen, but let's assume like Ron DeSantis, that guy, he got into office and was in office for like 7 years, and they determined that if you like had any kind of if you had a certain liberal ideology that you enjoyed or you supported, then you couldn't qualify for buying a gun because it technically means you're dangerous, right? It's kind of like how like it's like, oh, I have an opinion, you have an opinion, but they're saying my opinion incites violence, therefore I shouldn't have that opinion. So who determines like? So you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like
yeah. So
say, oh, Cody, you voted for Trump, which I didn't. But let's say, Cody, you voted for Trump in 2020. You're not eligible to buy a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So
who determines?
The background checks, I mean, all they do is look at your criminal history.
Yeah.
And they see if you've been like committed.
Right.
That's about it. Like it's super simple. So if we're talking about your scenario, which is a nightmare scenario,
yes,
because of thought crimes,
yes.
Then that means we already have a lot of other issues at that point. I mean, we're already in an authoritarian society where you're being put in jail and having a criminal history for having certain beliefs or ideologies that whatever government in place believes.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, we'd already be fucked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of like a crazy hypothetical situation. Whereas right now, what they want is just background checks. They want people to wait like a couple of days till they get a gun. Right. And then they close. There was a loophole for a while that at a gun show, you didn't need a background check. You could just go to a gun show and just buy a gun and just be done with it. Like you could be a horrible, violent felon. You could have done all these horrific things and have a rap sheet as long as a CVS receipt, but you could go to a gun show and just buy it. So they had closed that down. And then other than that, I mean, as a person who owns a bunch of guns and will continue purchasing firearms and doing things like that, it so far from what I've seen, all of the hysteria is exactly that. Like, I don't really see any issues right now.
You think
until they start making thoughts a crime?
Yeah, which that wouldn't freaking be surprised that didn't happen. But you think the system that we have currently is what we should stay with?
I mean, it's really a state by state case.
Yeah.
I mean, every state's completely different. It's very strange. It's kind of like we're a United States, but we're not, because every single state is like its own country. Like half of my guns say not allowed in California or not allowed in New York because they have like a 15 round capacity or more.
I can open carry like a rocket launcher in Alabama. Like
you can open carry everything.
Alabama's wild, man. Alabama's freaking kick ass. Trad Beardsman, let's remember what your buddy would say. Charge is not convinced, innocent until proven guilty beyond every reasonable doubt. Charge is not convicted, innocent until proven guilty. Were you talking about for Quantum TV? Or are you talking about for guns and not being able to buy a gun? If you're talking about Quantum TV, I don't give a damn. He's guilty. I don't care.
I mean, he's done enough illegal things at this point. He should be in jail.
He's a bitch. His head is shiny. All right. He's looks like a turtle, kind of. I don't like him. I'm glad he's in jail. Or well, I'm pretty sure he bonded out, but still, fuck him. Anyway, thank you, Trads Beardsman. I love you. Do you like my beard, Trads Beardman? I'm trying to catch up with you. Bob Swole, my boy, says singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth, then it becomes God damn. Are you really back to doing this shit? You didn't do this for 6 months. Now you're back with the ducks. I appreciate you, Bob Swole. Get on it, doggone it. He's down like 114 pounds or 194 pounds. How
nice.
Thank you, Bob Swole. I appreciate you. Crispy Cracker said North Carolina took away the requirements to get a permit from the sheriff's office to buy a pistol. Now I'm going to buy either a revolver. I'm going to buy either a revolver or I'm guessing something else. Crispy Cracker. He says, Fanta, what's up, man? Been on your channel.
What's up?
So, appreciate
revolvers are sick.
I want a big, fat, delicious one.
That's what I have. I got a 357. Good shit.
Squid says gun shows always require FFL to sell a firearm, and all FFL dealers have to run background. Now, look, okay, so this is what I'll say about this because this falls a lot along the argument of that can never happen because it's against the rules. So, working at GameStop, people would call me a liar because they were like, they would be like, your manager did not have hookers in the back room because your manager, because it's against GameStop policy to have hookers in the back. I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's why it was bad. And that's probably the thing. You got Uncle Ted, and he's got all his FFLs lined up, and then some guy's like, hey, bro, I'll pay you $200 off the top, and then they meet out in his van. Stuff like that.
It used to be a lot looser. Yeah, sure, the rules were there, but they weren't enforced nearly as much nowadays. And now it's a lot, it's a lot stiffer consequence. But my dad used to be an FFL, and when he was selling at gun shows, he's here to tell me a lot of people were not doing the paperwork. They were not doing background checks.
Yeah, and now it's stiffer. All right, just like when you match with the new girl off Tinder and her ass is real fat looking, you're like, damn, you're stiffer now. Thank you, Trad. Love you. Appreciate you. He says dealers at gun shows are still FFLs. Appreciate you, Mr. Trad Beardsman. Did I miss one? I thought I had one up here. I guess I didn't. Damn, where'd it go? Anyways, but yeah, dude, that I kind of agree. I think what we have right now is pretty slick. Now, one of my buddies said, it was Nick. He said, now I don't want to misrepresent what he said. I think he said every state should just be completely wide open, like most states in the South are.
What do you mean wide open?
Like I have the same kind of laws that Alabama has. Whereas
okay. What are the laws in Alabama? I have no idea. Because like I said, they're different every state.
You don't have to have a permit for anything. You can open carry without a permit. You can have your gun in your car. I just don't keep it.
Oh, yeah, there's states you can't do that. That's so strange.
I just keep it. I keep it in like the glove box, and I don't even mention anything about it because I'm terrified a cop's gonna be like, "You have a gun? Yeah, like." Oh! So
it's happened. You're joking, but that's happened, and I'm right there with you.
I've seen the video. If a dude's like, if he's like, "Hey, I want to search a car," and we have probable cause, and we have to, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna stand up and get out and be like, "This, there is a gun in my glove department."
My dad has always told me you keep your hands on the steering wheel.
I'll never do. I saw a video once. This guy's like, "Yeah, I have a." He's like, he's like, "Do you have any firearms in the car or something or weapons?" He's like, "I have a firearm and blah." And the dude just pulls out a gun immediately and starts freaking out. And I think he ends up discharging his gun or something. It's freaking wild as hell. Master Lions, how is everyone this fine ass night? How you doing, Master Lions? Appreciate you. Another gold boy down the hatch and holy ozone. What's up, Rob? How you doing, dude?
Super sticker.
Yeah, Rob. I'm getting a new pool liner installed very soon, Rob. And I know I don't remember when you're coming to my house, but I think it's like
pool liner.
What month is it? It's April. Fuck, I don't know if it's gonna be installed because they said it takes like 2 weeks to ship. Thank you, Rob, because I know you said you wanted my pool open. He's one of my boys. Thank you, Master Lions. I love you. Appreciate you guys. New pool liner. Yeah, it's gonna be dark ass blue, so it's like really dark and creepy and spooky. Yeah, so we can get it. I'm trying to get it to be warmer, man. My pool is like ice cubes. It can be 98 degrees outside, and my pool is just ice. And I'm like, why is this happening?
Have you tried the like either pool cover or like those? They've got these like inflatable circle things you put in the pool.
Yeah,
I guess like the sun's supposed to heat it up.
Yep, I have those. So I didn't use them last year because I didn't know what the hell they were. Didn't know what the hell they. Rob texted me the dates. I got you. Man, it's cutting it close, but it might be. I ordered it today. So, and they're going to come install it. I ain't installing that bitch. So we'll see what happens. I also have a thermal pool cover as well. I just did not know that that's what they were for. So anyways.
Fair enough. Yeah. You'd think a pool cover is just to keep leaves and stuff off of it.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it does warm it up quite a bit.
Dude, my freaking neighbors, they called like the code enforcement officer on me for my city because I had a pool cover and I was draining water off of it one day. And it was draining onto my cement driveway. And they were claiming it was getting into their crawl space, and they failed an inspection when they sold their house.
What?
So they couldn't close on the house that they sold. And the code officer came to my house and gave me 2 code violations. 2.
Because you were pouring water down your own driveway.
Yes, because draining my pool cover, and now I just drain it in the backyard. I don't give a fuck. So I don't do that anymore, just in case. And I also had a leaky pipe coming out of my crawl space, which was the pressure relief valve for my my hot water heater. Granted, it's not supposed to drip. So yeah. I just got one to put on. I went and got one from Lowe's and put it on, and now it doesn't drip. But still, it was like, if you don't comply within 10 days, we'll take this to court. And I'm like,
Good Lord. And is that an HOA or what is that?
No,
What's doing that?
it's just my damn county. I mean, they gave me a code enforcement violation. So it was fine though. It was fine. It was all good. Why are you looking at living in a cookie cutter ass neighborhood? I'm not. My neighborhood is.
Yeah, he's not. That's why I'm like, what is happening to you?
Yeah, my neighborhood is. It's like one of those old 90s neighborhoods. So when I sold my house, like I got to preface this with something because people were always like, what the fuck? When I sold my house, I bought it for nothing when I got married. Bought it for nothing. This was a long time ago. Well, it just so happens the house market went crazy, so I sold it for an ass ton. And I had a lot of equity in it already, so I made a lot of money off that goofy house for no reason. Tiny ass house. So I took the entire profit and rolled it over into a down payment for a monster house.
Yeah, I've seen you show me their house and it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. I love it. And the entire like the gated in community is like a bunch of these houses, and it's all on this hill, and they're all completely different because it was built in like the late 80s. So every house is like this really nice, creepy, like almost like haunted house architecture. Yeah. It's really cool. That's speaking of that, Nome was like the cookie cutter neighborhood. Man, there's nothing creepier than when I'm driving and you go down one of those like roads that's like freshly paved, like they just made it, and there's like the same house like 900 times. And I'm like,
that's like my neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie. I live in a neighborhood like that, and it's like every other house is like slightly different, but it's all the same pretty much.
Have you ever seen that movie where it's this lady and this guy and his wife get a house in a neighborhood like that, and it's like identical. It's like spooky, and they have to like raise this child that's like an alien, and they have to raise the alien to like.
That was quite the twist I was not expecting.
Yeah, they just this like child shows up and they have to raise this child that's an alien, and he like grows really fast, and then he like their lifespan is really short, and they just like feed off of people. So they like get people to buy houses in these areas so they can use them as a way to raise their young that come out of the ground. It's a terrible movie. I hated it. I thought it was terrible. It has Jesse Eisenberg in it. But it was kind of like dumb. And it was like one of those movies where there's no hope, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like hopeless, and nothing good happens. You're just like, all right, here's another scene where something bad happened. Old Bob Swole says, got a speeding ticket today. Cop was cool as hell. We ended up talking guns. We laid our pistols on the hood of the car and BS. Well, that's pretty kick-ass. Told him I lost my speedometer in a boating accident. Thank you. Had to do from Facebook. Yeah, Patrick. What's up, Patrick? How you doing, baby? We're almost halfway to Naked Snake. We're 50 from halfway from Naked Snake, and $7.90 until Fight Milk on this beautiful. What is it? Is it Monday? I don't even remember.
It's Monday, yeah.
Wednesday. A little bit of announcement. Wednesday we'll have Nina Infinity. She'll be making her second appearance. And now let me check this text because it was Rib. I might have Nick Ricada on Wednesday as well, but I don't know if he'll be home yet. But I think he will be. So we'll be close. We'll be close as hell. It's gonna be awesome. Saturday, if I don't race, my race might get rained out. And if it does, I will have Good Logic on Saturday. And then the next week I'll need to announce. And then I have a really, really, really large guest here in about a month, but they're booked out an entire month. Very large.
Damn.
Oh,
is it the person that we were talking about?
No. Okay. That bastard. No. They got 1 million followers on Twitter though. Pretty crazy. They're freaking huge. Bring Nick Avocado on. That sumbitch wouldn't come on. God, could you imagine being that sumbitch? Now it'd suck to be him, but God, imagine all the money he made. Man.
Yeah, but if you don't live that long, do you really get to enjoy it?
He could cut his fat off.
That's true.
Or he could go to like the hospital and just get him to saw that shit off. I don't know how that works, man. I feel
just
like
saw it off.
Yeah, like now look, the issue is what happens when you gain that weight? Because we understand by now that he's doing all this for attention and clout because it gets him views.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a dumb guy. It gets him views. So he has to kind of keep up this. What happens when you get that to that size? You can't reverse that. Now you can lose the weight, but you're gonna look like you're gonna look like a flying squirrel. Lose skin. And that's like a lot of surgery, and it never looks right. It kind of sucks. So that blows ass. What happened to RGT85? I talked to Stuttering Craig like 3 days ago, and he said RGT was going to message me because I messaged him the other day. We went back and forth, and he's supposed to come on. So that'd be fun. And speaking of coming on my face, let's give it up for Karos. Oh my God! With a pig boy up in this bitch. It's the first one of the night. Give him some love. I appreciate you, dude. He says, evening all. Speaking of movies, John Wick 4 was a sad, unsatisfying end to the series. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's the end.
Really?
The end. Yeah. Well, I
heard that today from one of my coworkers.
One of the writers,
yeah, it might not be end.
One of the writers or producers or something said they're currently in talks with making John Wick 5, and then they're going to make I think a John, is that his name? John Woo? It Man guy? They're going to make
that's not John Woo. No. John Woo's a different person.
They all look the same. What is his name? Danny something?
God. What's his name? I've seen all the It Man movies.
Yeah.
Donnie Yen, I think is his name.
Yes, Donnie Yen.
Yeah. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's awesome. They're gonna apparently do they're apparently gonna do they're gonna do a series with him, which I think will be awesome.
Yeah.
So Karis, I love you. I appreciate you. It's the first pink boy. He's the top dog of the night. Get it on it, doggone it.
Have you seen Killzone?
I have not.
You should check that out. I think Donnie Yen's in that. It's about cops. It's a lot like The Departed. Very good.
Oh my God. Read what changed. I would drag my labia. Just one of them, though, not both of them. Just one of them labias through it. She has a longer one. I've seen it. Through 30 miles of broken glass here. Fart down a hallway. Goddamn, dude. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Speaking of farting down a hallway, X-Wing with a $50 super chat. Oh my God. My boy. Thank you so much. I love you. He says, when are we streaming? Give me that 5 milk favorite Lego game. Favorite Lego game is Lego Harry Potter. Probably 1 through 4, to be honest. X-Wing, yeah, dude, I saw you on a stream the other day, and I said I'd have you on. I remember that. Thank you, X-Wing. I appreciate you. Second pink boy immediately coming in.
Damn.
X-Wing. We got 500 people watching. Make sure you like the stream. The goal is 500 likes with my boy FANTAVISION. Make sure you follow FANTAVISION on the YouTubes. On the YouTubes and the Twitchies.
I do exist here.
Somebody post a link. One of the mods post a Fanta link if you don't mind. Get on it. Diggity. Bring Brandon Herrera. That is actually that's on the list. For sure.
AK guy. Does he just like AK-47s or something?
He's got a ton, dude. He has ways to get every weapon under the sun. So I had Donut Operator on recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to go to his ranch and shoot, but I think I got COVID or something, man. I woke up and I was supposed to get on a flight and I could barely stand up. So I slept.
When was this?
This was like 3 weeks ago, and I slept for like 2 days. It was awful.
Yeah, that's kind of like what COVID was like.
Yeah, but Donut said next time they have one, I'll go up there, and I was like, that's good.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it was crazy, man. I was sad. I was real sad and bummed about it because all my boys, I had like 3 of my buddies went, and I'm like, you bitches, bastards, all of them. So yeah, it'd be awesome. But thank you guys. Thank you, X-Wing. We are now, what is it? 2? Wait, I can't do math. 3. Yeah. 190 from Naked Snake, 690 from Five Milk. I can't do math. I'm sorry, guys. It's an Alabama thing. What's up? But yeah, dude. So speaking of that, dude. So we were talking about the Mario movie. God, you sons of bitches with you super chat. Right when I say the next subject matter, you just keep coming on my face, and I know it's good for your pores. All right, I get it. All right. God, girls are gross. I don't want to get into that, but that's usually when I go on a tangent, man. When I was on Tinder, dude, girls are crazy. Like, because you're hanging out with a bunch of girls, and you'll find out some weird shit about girls. Oh my gosh. LinkedIn Daniels says, Fan and Camelot together, 2 reasons why I will never work at GameStop and Walmart. Thank you, LinkedIn. I appreciate you. Get on it, doggone it. A fart for your troubles. Appreciate you, Orange Boy. Get on it, my friend. I appreciate your super chat, Link Daniel. You goated as hell. Comes better for, of course it is. Of course it is. So that being said, I saw the Mario movie, and there's a lot of people, and I don't know why. And I know you saw it. So there is this right here. I still have all my stuff pulled up for when I filmed. So Mario movie. And we're gonna pull this up real quick because I'm kind of happy this is happening. But we'll pull this up because I'm kind of proud. I'm proud of it and the reason I'm proud of it is because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic. I thought it was a great movie.
I thought it was good too. It was fun.
Yeah, it says Super Mario Brothers speeds towards $900 million.
Wild.
Globally, which is damn sane. And it says 437 million is from the international box office.
Wow.
$100 million. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. That's an awesome result. And
yeah,
I'm totally cool with this because I saw it and I was waiting too, man, because I was worried because you know how it is. Like there's commentators out there that if a female character like punches somebody or even says something like that could be misconstrued as not like girly, they're like, it's woke and evil. And look, and I get it. Like there's a lot of movies out there, or like, especially when you watch Netflix, man, like it gets a little over the top. Like there'll be a dialogue. You'll be really engrossed and there's dialogue happening between two characters. And you're like, this is great. This is great. This is great. And then like, for some reason, the female character out of nowhere, almost like it was a reshoot, is like, yes, I hate the patriarchy and white man. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I noticed that.
The problem here is that you're watching Netflix movies. What are you doing, dude? What are
true.
you doing?
Yeah, but I was watching the Batman with the Nirvana song, and it was great. I enjoyed it. But there was a scene where Batman is just on a skyscraper talking to a Catwoman, and they're talking about whatever, you know, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, this city is just ran by like rich old white men in the patriarchy. And I'm just like, what? And then it goes back to their same conversation, almost like it was like they went to the studio heads and they're like, here's our cut of the movie. And they're like, there wasn't enough of that bullshit, so we got to put more in it. And it was kind of weird and cringy, and it didn't fit anything. It was almost
I completely forgot about that even.
It was like it felt like a reshoot. So that's the, you know, and even then the movie was great. There was a few little weird spots, but whatever. So, but Mario movie, like Peach is a badass. And keep in mind, she's a playable character in half the damn games, and she's also a badass. Yeah. So she's like, I grew up here. I've been training my whole life. This is why I'm good at it. And then she makes a joke because he's like, you got it on your first try, didn't you? She's like, yeah, I totally did. It was a kind of like a tongue-in-cheek joke. And then this is what Tim Pool said, I know it's because Tim Pool's I understand why he said this too. He was like, he kept getting real upset that she kept referring to Mario as short. And Mario is shorter in the game than Peach, right? He's short as fuck.
It's just it's a reference to the video game it's based on.
You wouldn't call it you wouldn't be upset that a chihuahua is short and they're depicted. There's a freaking chihuahua. So she calls him short, and Tim Pool's pissed. He's like, I can't believe I'm like, for one, he's short in the game, and two, Tim Pool, I get what you're trying to say, because I don't care what you say. If you Google Tim Pool, it says he's 5'11", right?
Oh, is that why he's upset?
Now look,
because he's a short man.
No, look, it's funny because it says he's 5'11". Dude, no ill will towards Tim Pool. I just thought this was funny. So I saw on Google, it was like Tim Pool 5'11", and I was like, So I went back and I found my buddy Nick Arcada. He went on Tim Pool's channel, or he went on his Timcast, and they take a picture after every Timcast, right? And Nick Arcada is 6'2". And I shit you not, he was like a foot and a half taller than Google. I don't know who he paid on Google to make it say 5'11". But like,
I feel like half these people that are getting upset about this stuff, it's just because it's attacking them directly and they're getting triggered.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, Mario, how can you call him short? I'm like, well, he's literally like this tall on the freaking screen, but it's whatever. So, anyways, so yeah, Peach is a badass in like the first part of the movie because she like goes through the obstacle course and kicks its ass. And Mario has to learn because he's a goddamn plumber. He's not a dude. He's not a jumpy guy.
She grew up there.
Exactly. She says this. Yeah. So now, if we have to think about Mary Sue's, because that's like the whole point, right? They're good at everything. They never fail. Well, she devises a plan to get the the Donkey Kong army, to get the Donkey Kong army and go and invade the Bowser land. So Mario kicks Donkey Kong's ass somehow. And then they get the Kong army, and Peach is leading them. And then they get ambushed because Peach is dumbass and didn't expect it. And then they all almost die. And then Peach just drives off on her own and she fails and goes back home. And then she's like, I guess I'll marry Bowser now. Like, she failed miserably. It doesn't make sense to be like, she's a Mary Sue. And I'm like, she literally got her ass handed to her. Like,
even if she had succeeded, she still wouldn't be a Mary Sue because she grew up there. Like, she should know the strategy behind everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so
it would make more sense. But I get what you're saying.
But she wasn't. And
no.
Yeah, I thought it, and people were like, man, she did one thing and better than Mario. That means it's great. And I'm like, no, dude,
stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, so I saw a bunch of people talking about how woke it was, and I was so worried, man. And I went and watched it, and I fucking loved it. Loved it. The only thing I didn't like about it is the fact that what's his freaking name? I can't. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen was the voice of Donkey Kong, and I just don't really care for him in real life. He freaks me out, man. He's something weird. I'm kind of over it. It's not mainly like. That being said, like, he says some really stupid shit on Twitter, which is whatever. I can kind of separate the artist from the art most of the time, but
most of the time.
But his laugh. Every time I hear it, it makes me cringe. Where he's like,
I loved when they zoomed in though, and he just does the laugh.
He's like, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, I can't do this. I want to leave. I want to leave right now. But no, I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic. And for some reason, the Peaches freaking song, fantastic. Peaches, peach, 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 peach. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, somebody said
Jack Black's amazing.
Dude, he's so good. He redeemed himself immediately from the Mandalorian thing. So like he was in.
He was in. I just watched that episode and I forgot he was in it.
Yeah, he was in it with Lizzo, and Lizzo's acting was so freaking bad it was hard to watch. But
they were in the show for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And then Jack Black, of course, had no lines. He had like 2, and then Lizzo had like 100 for some reason. And I thought I didn't watch it. Now look, I put it out there. I didn't watch it, but I saw the scene. So I was like, that's kind of cringe. And I was like, damn it, Jack Black, why'd you have to do this? Like,
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't the season was that bad. It was the worst season.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't the worst Star Wars show.
Yeah. Oh,
it wasn't the worst Star Wars thing.
That's for damn sure. But then I went and saw Mario, and he completely redeemed himself immediately. I was like, of course he did. He's beautiful. I feel like they're doing that thing on Star Wars where we're just going to get people that are like famous for right now. Because in 20 years, when Mark Hamill's dead, when you watch it, you'll know who Mark Hamill is. In 20 years, voice of Joker is infinite. The Luke Skywalker is infinite, right? If we just ignore the freaking new movies, he is forever etched in history. Like that shit's gonna roll around because Lizzo, like, regardless of if you dislike her or like her, she's flavor of the month and she won't be around in 3 years. That's how pop charts work. So, like, in 20 years, that's gonna make no sense to people. They're gonna be like, why is this lady?
They'll know Jack Black though.
They will for 100%. But they'll be like, why? Who's this lady beside Jack Black, and why is she a terrible actor? Who is it? She just is like she's reading cue cards, man. But yeah, he redeemed himself. It was so damn good. And speaking of that, Mario saves the day at the end and kicks everybody's ass. And he gets the star, and it's like beep 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 beep, and it was
that was awesome.
And Luigi being Charlie Day was kick ass, and the Luigi Mansion kind of part. Now the thing that did suck though is they didn't utilize Luigi enough.
They need to make a Luigi's Mansion movie,
100%. You know what they need to do? They need to make a damn Legend of Zelda movie, all in the same vein as the Mario movie. Like, make it similar. You can make it more serious or less serious depending on the subject matter.
The cool thing about Zelda is I feel like they could make a movie based off of each game. Like, you could just have like an Ocarina of Time game. You could have a Majora's Mask game. You could have... I think that'd be awesome, especially the Majora's Mask movie would be sick.
Hell yeah, dude. Kremlin said, have you seen Flash Kids? Of course I've seen Flash Kids Mario. He has a bunch of Mario cartoons, and they are freaking wild. Mario's just tripping balls like he's on crack and just flying around, killing everybody. Red Banana says, when you come on my podcast, Resident Evil 2 Start podcast, send me a DM. I think you did a long time ago, but send me another one. RG85 was already on it. Well, you message him and tell him to message me, damn it. We're supposed to be hanging, boys. Kremlin says, Mario just needs test and people be you talking about like testosterone? He already has a thick ass mustache, dude. He already is smashing Peach's pisser. Like, what else can you do? I'm pretty sure Mario is like a 25-year-old man. in that movie. In the movie,
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's pretty young in that movie.
And his pee still works, Kremlin. He ain't got any of that. When I was 25, it was like a iron pipe, you know. And then the older I get, it was like more like one of those PVC pipes. Thank you, Kremlin. The Orange Boy Brigade is insane today. We are 1:30 from Naked Snake. Can I do math here? 6:30 from Five Milk, I think. 2 Pink Boys. Let me count the Orange Boys real quick so we can see if we have the knot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Orange Boy night already. That's wild. The Orange Boy night keeps happening immediately every stream. Monkey Man. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's a gold night and an orange night already. That's wild, dude. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for all your support today. It's been an insane podcast today. Matthew Self says, Rumble didn't let me send this. Contributions to Five Milk. 5 minutes behind, hanging out till 10 p.m. Then work obligations be super early. Thank you, Matt Self. Appreciate you, dude. I do have a new video coming out tomorrow, guys. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Grifty says, I got 5 for, hold on. Patrick Power, I got 5 for Billy Hatcher. Also, Cody Good Logic had me on before you. Wait, I'm not going on Good Logic. He's coming on mine, Grifty. I'm going to have Good Logic on before you, Grifty. What's up, bitch? Get on the dog on it. Come on now. Thank you, Grifty. I appreciate you. I think I went on Good Logic's like stream where he was dressed as a flower. I can't really remember. I either went on it or I just watched it. He was so drunk. He was so. I'm like, how do you?
That explains it.
Like, I get drunk and then get real drunk, and then I'm like, I gotta go lay down. I can't function. But dude, I'll see people like my buddy Cecil. He will just be like 9 out of 10 drunk for like 6 hours. And I'm like, how are you?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
He's just like this. Like, just like we've how the absolute hell are you still awake, dude? God, I don't understand it. But dude, yeah. So I loved Mario, and it got me thinking. So there's this new movie out, and I was kind of like, oh, dude, look at this. And then I read more on it, and I'll tell you what it is in a second. Michael of PTV says need to do a RIP video about Bed Bath & Beyond tomorrow morning. That's you already guessed it, Michael. It's tomorrow morning. That's the video.
Spoilers.
Yeah, make sure you guys click that bitch and share it tomorrow. It's very important. We always have a lot of people in the streams. We also need those videos to pop a little. So, no, I was on his stream last night. Well, Grifty, guess whose stream you wasn't on last night? Mine, Grifty. What's up, bitch? Thank you, Slick. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Grifty. Patrick says, for Billy Hatcher, here you go, bud. Are you guys like super chatting to each other? I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. Why don't you ever say, here, Cody? Here, I got 100 for Cody.
They're just talking to each other.
Yeah, it's like, I got 10 for Fanta. I got 10 for Billy Hatcher. And what the fuck? For he gets 10 in the chat, by the way. Not me. Not the guy here. No, they're just talking to each other. The Cody don't get nothing. I get nothing from you old bitches. I appreciate you guys. Oof, Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah. So there was this movie, okay, and it's called Nefarious. So I saw the trailer for it, and it looked cool.
Is this new?
Yeah. So I saw I watched the trailer. Looked good. So I read the synopsis. Sounds cool. And it has this Sean Patrick Flannery in it. I think that's his name. A dude from Boondocks. Fantastic actor. So I'm like, even better, right? So I saw a tweet, and it's like, I went to see Nefarious and ended up walking out because it ended up being.
Is this the secret Christian movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Being like now that people are saying propaganda, I haven't seen it, but they're saying it's basically like a Christian conservative movie. And I'm neither of those things. So I like now. That being said, look, I get it. I can watch some shit. I don't really care. But I went through more tweets, and like half the tweets are like, dude, if you're a Christian, you'll love Nefarious. I'm like, fuck.
You're like, so I'm gonna hate it then.
Don't phrase it like that, because now I've seen some reviews from people saying they're completely secular. They're not into politics, and they enjoyed it. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. But apparently the movie is like 90 minutes of two guys sitting at a table, and they're kind of discussing like topics. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. But it's the same people that made the movie God is Dead, or God is Not Dead, or something. So there's nothing I dislike more. I'm pretty sure I was at the gym one day, Fanta, and I went to the gym and I got out and I went out to my car, and under my windshield wipers was a Blu-ray of God is Not Dead. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I threw that bitch away.
What?
Yeah. And it was
Why? They're like, you
on,
need
like-
Jesus.
They were putting them on everybody's cars. God is not dead.
When it's spread like that, it sounds like propaganda.
It does. It does. Like, dude, I don't give a damn. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you watch it?
Somebody said, give it a shot. It's not as bad as you think. See, like that's what I'm hearing. And I did not watch God is Not Dead. No, I have no interest in that.
You don't know that that's on that disc.
Yeah.
Dude, there could be anything on there.
Smashing his wife. He puts it on everybody's window. You can imagine the old Christian lady. Oh,
yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Maybe he thought you were a conservative Christian. He's like, you know what? This dude, he's there every single day. He's gonna watch this and he's gonna think it's this thing, but it's actually just me fucking my wife. What can I say? He's gonna have to watch this.
That's actually a great plan. The best sermon. It's called like a much needed sermon, and it's just you just smashing your in low quality too. Like
the best way to do it would be like to not just make that the only thing on there. It's like have like the movie go along, and then just splice it in somewhere,
just for like a second too.
Fight Club style.
Like, it's like a you just have like the movie God is Not Dead, and it's like some scenes happening, and it's being all Christian-y, and then for just a fraction of a second, it's just like one thrust, like just on the screen for just like
that literally Fight Club.
Fight Club, yeah. And then it's like, wait a second. Oh my god. Cum shot just immediately. Shit. Bad, my boy. I know it's not your wheelhouse, but you think what do you think of Tucker maybe going to Rumble? This is all for you. Screw everybody else. Oh, thank you, Wookie. Thank God. Finally, Wookie. God, finally somebody might give it all for me. Thank you, Wookie. I don't really have an opinion on it because I haven't watched cable in like 15 years, man.
What's cable?
Yeah, for real. And all I ever really see is like people talking maybe about something on Twitter. I don't even know why Tucker Carlson got fired or left. I don't know. I haven't been following it. I saw the one with Don Lemon. He said like something to like some kind of GOP president. I don't know, man. I haven't been. I don't follow that shit. I do know Don Lemon like a few months ago said he for just a second he fucked up because there was like a bunch of older women anchors and he was on the panel and they were talking about how older women like have kind of insinuating they have less value in the dating market and all the women are disagreeing, right? And Don Lemon like agreed. He was like, oh, well, when a woman gets older, they blah, blah, blah. And they laid into his ass and he had to issue an apology and shit. And it was the funniest thing. Because, like we all know, like you can't say it about women. You can say it about men. Like, for example, like when you're 44 years old, you're not going to be able to race in Formula One if you're a Formula One guy, right? You're gone. Why? Because you're past your prime. You can't do it anymore.
Yep. And
we can say that. I can say that shit about Lewis Hamilton in 4 years. Why is he not winning? It's because he's past his prime. He's too old now. His reaction times are lower. But I can't say that about, oh, sorry, girl, your ass has lost all its shape and I'm not interested in your ass anymore. And suddenly I'm going to jail. So like it's
going to jail.
Damn it. So
that's not happening yet. We've talked about this. That's not happening yet.
But yeah, Don Lemon. So he got fired. That's why I
didn't even know who that was.
Yeah. He got fired on CNN. You talking about Don Lemon?
Yeah, I had no idea who Don Lemon was.
The only thing I knew about his ass was the fact that he every year would get blackout drunk on the New Year's Eve like CNN broadcast.
Oh, he was that guy.
Yeah, the black guy. He just get blackout drunk.
I just knew some guy got drunk during those broadcasts. I didn't know it was him. He just sounds like a cleaning product. Don Lemon. I'd buy some Don Lemon.
And he apparently, I think he went to either he didn't go to jail or he got charged or something for sexually assaulting a guy in a bar. Well, he's gay, that's fine. But like apparently he like grabbed a dude's cock in a bar. And the guy's like, "What the hell are you doing, Don Lemon?" And he's like, "Give me your penis, bitch." And he's like, "No, dude, please. You know who I am?" I think that's actually what he said. Like,
really?
Pull your dick out. You know who I am. I don't know. I'm probably making that up, but it's still funny. Thank you, Wookie Be Bad. I love you. Appreciate you. Rodkiss says, take it back. What, Lewis Hamilton? You should take back Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton's trash, bro. Lewis Hamilton is trash. Okay? You put Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. Let's just put them both in the exact same Red Bull. Just hypothetically. Max Verstappen's waxing his ass. I'm gonna be honest. Right? Lewis Hamilton's a great driver, but his days are done. It's now time for Verstappen to take the crown forever. I kind of like Max Verstappen. I didn't like him at first. Now I kind of like him because he doesn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. They're like, give the position back, Max. And he's like, no, not going to do that. You can fuck off. And I'm like, damn, this guy's a badass. I mean, he's an asshole, but he's going to get a lot of championships. You had your big-headed mind. Rod, you eat my ass. How about that? You think Lewis Hamilton at 40 years old could beat Max Verstappen at like 23? You crazy as fuck. Disco Cobra, something I've been doing recently is I've changed my barber. I'm sure people have heard of Sports Clips. Used to go to an old barber and just got my head shaved. Now I'm getting it styled a little bit. It costs more. You talking about you go to Sports Clips? I used to go there until I started doing it myself. And it was always great. But I just could never, I didn't want to go down there. So I just started doing it in my bathroom. Thank you, Disco Cobra, for another orange boy. We are now only 60 from Naked Snake, 560 from Fight Milk. Thank you so much, dude. Disco Cobra is going ham as hell today. And don't forget Daramuth over on Rumble with a $10 Rumble rant. He says the majority of Peach's complaints were about the line from the Challenger course and also of what the actress said wanting to play a stronger female character. Don't figure. Oh, they're pissed at the actress. See, I didn't see that. And I could care less, to be honest. I don't like Brie Larson. I think all the shit she said in the past is garbage. But
good Lord.
She starred in a movie tomorrow and there was none of that shit in it, and she took her boobs out. I would be like, Brie Larson's goat. She's great. I love her. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it out and pull the boobies out. I'm cool. Cool with that shit. No? Dude, I'm cool with it. God, now her ass looks awful though. You've seen the picture.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It looks like it's about to fall off. And they put it side by side with Tom what's his name? Tom McDonald. No, fuck. Tom McDonald. Spider-Man.
Oh, I know who you're talking. I don't know his name.
Yeah, dude,
Tom Holland. Yeah,
Tom Holland's ass is fat and freaking shapely for some reason. Looks like he does kickbacks 7 days a week, right, at the gym. And I'm like, why does Brie Larson not go to the gym and do a damn kickback once or twice? God damn, girl, Jesus! That's my favorite thing, right? I know there's boob guys out there, but I like a fat ass. It's my favorite thing in the world. And when I see a girl walk by, she got almost like a inverted hip.
I was gonna say, it sounded like you were gonna start singing the song.
What song?
When a girl walks by with an itty bitty waist.
Oh, and that fat thing in your waist. Yeah.
I
love that song. No, God, I love it, dude. A girl can have zero tits, man. It could be as flat as this desk. Just two little nipplies. I don't give a fuck, but you got a fat ass, and I call it the Mewtwo build.
I call it the Mewtwo build.
Yeah, I love girls that are shaped. You got thick ass, thick legs, thick ass, thick big hips, no titties. I don't give a fuck. Now they can have titties. Look, it's a bonus. You throw some big old titties on there.
Oh my god, the Mewtwo build. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't lose anything if you ain't got
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm eating the ass. I'm not worried about no titties. I'll munch from behind. I remember, dude, I was hanging out with this girl recently, and she's laying on her back ready, right? Because we already knew what was gonna happen. And she was laying on her back ready, and I got up on the bed and just grabbed her legs and flipped her over. I just flipped her over and put her on her knee or put her on her what is it? She's laying down and she got her ass up in the air. I just put her positioned her and just went to town like lunch, man. I was great. God, it was awesome. Damn. Anyways, speaking of big asses, Wicked Virtue says Link Boy. All right, I'll send it to you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Too High Strong. Send Wicked motherfucker. We got two of them in a row. Damn. Jesus. Somebody says, why would you say something so non-controversial and true? And why would you call it the Mewtwo build? No, because it looks like Mewtwo. What are you talking about? Have you not seen Mewtwo?
I think you have to pull up a picture of Mewtwo here.
Yeah, let's pull up a picture of Mewtwo real quick so you guys can understand.
You're going to have to be careful, though, doing that.
Pull up Mewtwo hentai. This is exactly the build I love in chicks, man. I love this build. This is perfect right here. Here we go. I'm pulling it up right now. There it is. Okay. Here is the build that I love in women. It's my favorite build by a mile. And it's this one right here. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. God, it's beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, shit.
Look at that. Even got the thigh gap, too. You got big old thighs and still got the thigh gap on your ass. And you'll notice small little boobies, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. I can't put my penis in a boobie.
I'm so glad that I'm here for this specific episode. This is the best.
You can smush them together, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, look how big Mewtwo's ass is.
I've always been confused. Is Mewtwo's stomach also his tail?
It looks kind of like it comes off. Yeah,
that's very strange.
Like a pouch. Like if Mewtwo had.
The more you look at Mewtwo, the more you look at Mewtwo, the band, the more fucked up they look. No, the more you look at Mewtwo, the more fucked up he looks.
The more I look at Mewtwo, the more I know that when I get off the stream,
I'm turned on.
Yeah.
I get you.
It's immediately after. Let me send Wicked Virtue the damn link real quick. God, all screaming in the chat about stuff. We'll see what she thinks about Mewtwo's build. Well, let's see. Let me go find her goofy ass. She's probably spamming me in the damn message. She hadn't even messaged me. Oh, that's perfect. It all worked out. There you go. I sent you the link. Stop harassing me. All right. Speaking of harassments, Daramuth says Dawn Lemon. Lemon flavored Dawn. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the stream. We are 58 away from Naked Snake and 558 from Fight Milk on Monday. Monday's a hard day to hit it. I appreciate you guys. Get on it, doggone it. Kenneth says, you and Fanta's friend Eric would really hit it off. I'm pretty sure I've talked to Eric before. Or maybe like in chat, he's talked to me. But I don't know. Edgy sense of humor. It's not. What do you mean sense of humor? I'm literally telling you from the bottom of my heart, I like the Mewtwo build.
He's being honest.
He's so funny. I'm like, no, like this is not humor. This is real life right now. I'm fighting for my life, man. Freaking don't think I'm just making shit up for fun. No. Oh, like is that a joke? Is that a funny joke? Like I love fat asses. What a hilarious joke. What no one likes fat asses. Jesus Christ. Too High Strong, by the way. Congratulations on your gymming. I know I've been paying attention to it. Hell yeah. Oh, look, it's Devil's Palm is in the chat. How you doing, buddy? You like legs. I do like legs. So what's your plans, Fanta, for what you told me you had some content coming in the future.
I do, yeah. I'm actually gonna start doing series instead of just random ass videos like I'd been doing before. I got like the Gaming Regret series that I'm starting.
I saw that.
I actually have like let me pull up my.
Let's real quick. Let's add old Wicked Virtue in here. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm drinking a Truly's just to make Cody mad.
You've been drinking them bitches all day.
This is my third one.
But you weigh like what, 115?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's dangerous. Like when I drink, I get pretty turnt when I drink 3 of them bitches.
Well, I took a break.
Already.
I took a break.
You took a break. Well, you were just streaming like 2 hours ago, I thought.
Yeah.
How long was your break? Was it like a 15-minute smoke break or some shit?
Yeah, something like that. I'm good. I'm not even tipsy. I'm fine.
Oh man, what is it, 10? I might go get me a claw here in a second.
Do it. I got berry punch. I'm ready.
I got like 2 left. But anyways, Fanta, tell us about the stuff.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the Gaming Regret series because it's kind of like Tales from Retail, how we just kind of talk about our experience working retail. When was the last time you did your own kind of like story from retail? I think it's also been a bit for you too.
It's been about a month, I think. I can't remember. I've started doing. I did a video recently that popped off really well. Which it was like there was like a fight in a restaurant between like a customer and an employee, and I thought it was really fun. It was a real fun video I made, and then my editor went ham as hell and did a great job. So I was like, I'm gonna do more of this. So I've been doing those like every other videos because they happen so often. Like I can't believe this shit.
Fights?
Yeah, like dude, I did one a day. There was a McDonald's fight, and there was
it's
like,
all the good ones.
Yeah, there was like a 9 people like fist fighting at McDonald's with the employees.
What?
Yeah, it was wild. So I made a video.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and but it's not the issue is with the content is my editor has to go big on those videos. If it doesn't go big, it doesn't hit as hard. But they've been a lot of fun. And I did do a story video recently. I did a video that got me lit up. So I did a video about Linus Tech Tips. And
oh yeah, I saw that.
And it was just, lighthearted, and I share the same opinions I've always shared. And people were like, "You're pro-union." I'm like, "I'm not pro-union. I'm pro checks and balances. Like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Kind of keep everybody in line. That's what I'm in pro. But I am also not pro not being allowed to talk about your wages because companies don't want to lose you to poachers. They don't want you to get a better deal and better benefits. That's shitty. So that's what Linus does. He does. It's in the handbook. You are not allowed to talk within the company or to third party people about your salaries or your benefits.
I don't think it should be a rule that in your workplace you can't talk about wages. I feel like there shouldn't be a rule about talking about anything, honestly.
I agree.
But the third party thing is even weirder. Like that's
literally to prevent you from getting a better deal at another job. That is all that's
messed up.
So I said that. Cedric says, sounds illegal. It is illegal in almost every single damn place except for the place that Linus's business is in. Shocking. It's like specifically his province, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's also illegal in every other province in Canada. So
wow,
that's just a coincidence, right? So I voiced I said that's shitty because there's negative reasons as to why it's being done. And dude, I got fucking lit. It got like 100,000 views, right? And I was like, hey, and I looked at the dislikes and it's like 25% dislikes, which isn't that bad.
It's not terrible. It could definitely be worse. But
every comment is like, you stupid son of a bitch. And I was just like, so I don't read the comment. I like have not opened them bitches.
It's dangerous. Read the comments.
And it's because why? Linus has 16 million subs.
There's a ratio
there. Yeah. The fact that I don't have 99% dislikes is a freaking miracle. So
he has a lot of people that love him for sure.
Yeah, and I used to watch his content all the time. I have nothing against the dude. I just think that's shitty not being able to talk about your pay. That's it.
Yep.
And then he made this statement, which is one other thing I had in the video. I had 2 points of contention. One of them was not talking about your wages. That's kind of weird. The second part was he said the statement, I don't believe employees honestly need any more protections under the law. And I'm like, I fucking disagree 1,000%. Like
that's the most out of touch thing I've ever heard.
And this is why I bring a lot of people on the show, and I've had a lot of conservative people on the show, and conservatives tend to hold the idea that you sign a contract. Therefore, if you get like butt fucked in the back room, you sign the contract, bitch. And I don't believe that way. This is why when I tell people I'm not a conservative, they're like, oh, what? Yeah. I think that people should get mandated, like, if a company has over a certain amount of employees, full-time employees get 4 weeks mandatory vacation per year, part-time get 2 weeks. That's it. Like very, very,
and that's still like bare minimum. I mean,
that is it's so small.
I've worked for so many international companies, and the international part of the company in Europe, they get like 3 months off, and every single week is like, oh, what's this day? And I'm like, great. Well, over here we still have to work.
Yeah, and then of course there's paid maternity leave and stuff like that. Just stuff that I feel like is pretty damn logical, and that's just how I believe, and that definitely doesn't make me conservative at all.
How dare you, Cody? How dare you want people to have a good life?
Yeah, I think there is a long way to go in a lot of, because pissing in bottles at Amazon is just not how it should work. And that's so that's the issue. And people were really pissed at me over it.
When are people not mad at you?
Yes, but when Rodicus in the chat says I didn't see the issue. Well, the issue is if you're not allowed to talk to third-party people about your salary, it's because your employer wants you to make less and get less benefits at their company and stay complacent. For example, if I'm working at Linus and I'm getting $66,000 to be an editor, okay, and I'm not allowed to talk to third-party about my pay, because a third-party company is like, oh, wow, you only make 66. Dude, we'll pay you 120. What the fuck? And suddenly it's policy. Why? Because I'm making more money and I'm leaving the company, and Linus doesn't want to lose those people, and he doesn't want to pay people more. That's it. Now, he's paying 66 grand a year. Now, depending on where you live, specifically where they live, it's not really a good wage. But, I'm just saying that's the issue. It's the rule is there for one reason and one reason only, so you are complacent at your job and you're not allowed to get better benefits and better pay somewhere else. That is it.
For sure.
That is the only reason that rule exists. There is no other no one else can fathom a reason why it exists other than to get a better deal somewhere else. That's it. Yep. And I think that's shitty because it's punishing the employee, not the employer, and the employer should be the one that foots the bill for everything when it comes to that. Disco Cobra says, what's this Twitter thing you said about having Bam Margera on your show? That would be cool. You mean this show? Was not sure about what you're referring to. Yeah, so I messaged Bam Margera on Instagram.
Did you?
I am verified on Instagram now. Because what was it? I have an IMDb. and it's like stacked for some
You put
reason.
IMDb?
Yeah, and it's because this show is listed as an official podcast for whatever reason. So there's like episodes and seasons and shit, and they're rated. They have like IMDb ratings. And it has me as like listed as actor credits and like I think maybe producer and director. I don't know. And I was like, oh shit. And my friend told me, she was like, oh, I have an IMDb from my podcast I appear on, because I asked her how she got verified. And I was like, wait a second. And I like have one too. So I applied for verification and I put my IMDb as my thing, and I got verified in like 10 minutes.
Damn.
Wow.
That's all it takes, huh?
Yeah. So then
How do you get on IMDb? Could you just like submit it like Wikipedia or what?
I think viewers did it. I didn't do anything. I don't even know how the hell I'm on there. And there's a picture. There's a
I didn't
picture.
know
Of
it was
my face and shit.
existed.
Yeah. So I messaged Bam Margera, and I was like, this long thing, because I love Bam Margera. I know he's a fuck up, but I love his.
Listen, it sucked that he wasn't on the new Jackass. I understand like the terms of it, but it really sucked. It was different without him. So different.
Yeah. So I messaged him like a week or 2 or 3 ago. I can't remember. And he messaged back and he said, that sounds like a good, like he had a typo in there. Like he said, sounds like fun, basically. And I was like, oh my God. And then I see he got arrested.
Damn.
Or he's like, he's involved in a police chase. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
You were this close.
Damn it, Bam. Yeah, I was like, dude, and I haven't even announced it yet. I was gonna say, dude, I got a guest coming on. It's fucking nuclear big. I'm so excited. Yeah,
That would have been crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
well, you know what? Maybe he'll come on later.
it might still happen.
You from jail.
From jail.
It's just like Quantum TV. Just get him from jail.
Just get it from jail, man. Thank you, Helena. I love you. I appreciate you. Never liked Bam Margera, but somebody ban Cody S from the chat. Thank you. Bam, if ban anybody that says they don't like Bam, please. Thank you. That's a joke. Don't ban Cody. Sometimes mods take that shit seriously.
I know. So they be careful.
Matt Self says fit check LMO. So it's them guns, sirs.
I don't have any.
You have guns.
The
You
guns
literally
are covered
have
up.
You literally have guns, but don't show them.
I literally have guns. That's true. They're not in this room though.
It's against YouTube policy.
You're right. I forgot about that.
I have a handgun in my little mug over here. I keep
It's in a
knife-
mug?
Yeah, it's like pointed down in the mug. But
he's ready.
yeah,
That's
so
the
I have
weirdest holster I've ever heard of.
I have it for when I'm streaming, and I have one in my nightstand, and then I have a 12 gauge under my bed.
Is that so if somebody breaks in while you're streaming, you can just shoot them live?
Out the face, yeah. I'm like banned
That'd
from
be
YouTube for showing a gun, but it was because I was defending myself from a crazy meth guy. Thank you, by the way, Matt. Appreciate you. We're almost to Naked Snake. Real quick, Wicked Virtue, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and tell them what milestone you just hit while I go get me a White Claw. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, this is now my 3rd time on here. So Fanta doesn't know me, I don't think, but the chat kind of does. I do video game stuff, pop culture news, a little bit of cosplay, a little bit of everything, but I just hit 1K on YouTube.
Nice.
So I got Cody to thank for that a lot. He pushed and helped me get to that point. So I was really happy. So as soon as I get those hours in, which everyone knows that's the hard part,
Mhm.
it will be monetized over there, but I do a podcast over there called Wicked's World where I have guests sometimes I do it solo, and I also do Unplugged with my friend Mando. So there's a lot going on over there. We have fun. It's a good time. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, everyone already kind of knows what I do. So not everyone, but I like I said, this is my 3rd time on Cody's show. So some of you guys know who I am. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays YouTube is, I feel like, the most difficult it's ever been, just because, I mean, there's more people on the platform than there's ever been before. There's like so much competition now.
There is. It took me a while. I mean, I did YouTube a few years ago, and then I wasn't into what I was doing then. Like, it was more vlog style stuff, which I wouldn't mind doing that now. But at the time, I got out of it, so I deleted the channel, and then I got back on. I've been uploading on YouTube now for, I'd say, at least a year, a little over. I do Twitch too. Twitch and Kick is the new one. I don't know if anyone heard about that. It's like the new platform. It's kind of like trying to take over gaming. They treat creators a little bit better. Kick, like kicking somebody. So it's just like kicking somebody. It's just like Twitch, but they give creators a lot more. Twitch takes half, and I like Twitch. I'm still on there, but Kick is new, and they give 95% to the creators.
Damn.
Yeah. So I've been over there having a good time. Kick, and they don't censor you really. Like there's if you've heard of Kick streamers getting timed out and stuff, or like I know Cody had an issue on Kick. They didn't want to make him a partner, even though he had a freaking 1,000 people watching him all the time.
Bitches, all of them.
Those bitches. He came back just in time. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Oh,
Gaming
man.
and stuff.
I feel like there's a new
I'm up to.
platform sprouting up all the time. And I'm here for it because I hate the fact that there are basically only two big boys when it comes to videos and streaming. So like the more competition, the better. It's just, God, it's going to be difficult to beat Google. Good Lord.
Yeah. I had a guy. So what Wicked Virtue was talking about was, so I blew the recommended stats for getting partnered on Twitch out the water, like nuked that shit from orbit. And I was like, hell yeah. And of course they rejected my partnership within like a day. And I was like, you bitches. So I was pissed.
I think it's because, so my buddy had the same thing with his, because he kept getting like these crazy numbers, and I think you have to do it in consecutive months. Otherwise they're like, oh, well, you just like flooded the platform.
Yep.
You're not actually going to be able to keep doing it.
Yeah. So that's the issue is they have I talked to somebody that actually worked at Twitch, or had worked at Twitch like in the last year. And they said they have a specific team of a couple of people that handle like partnering, and they have they have hazing rituals. So they will immediately deny people's partnership on the first go, always, unless they are like Jack Black or a celebrity. They will refuse their partnership, and they will go watch their social media to see how they react. Like, and I'm like, this is kind of gay. So
it's the most childish thing I've ever heard.
Exactly. So I got on Twitter, of course, like I do, and I was like, you bitches, you sons of bitches. And the head of gaming Rumble DM'd me like an hour after I posted the tweet and was like, dude, come over to Rumble. And I was like, okay, like I'll try it. And he was like, yeah, we'll do a conference call. So I did a conference call with him and then the head of some content on Rumble. And before I got off the call, they had partnered me. We set up all bank account shit, did all that stuff. And I was verified and everything. And I just hit 10,000 followers on Rumble within 4 months. Hit 10,000 organically. And I make, so that month on YouTube where I blew it out, or sorry, on Twitch, that month on Twitch when I went ham, I made like $486, I think. The whole month, streaming 12 times or 13 times. On Rumble in just 1 month, I make like two to $3 grand.
Damn, dude.
And
is it from videos or from streams, or what is that?
It's from everything. So my videos get 500 views to 1,000 views, and they pay more ad revenue. And my streams, of course, do like a couple thousand views, and then there's Rumble rants and stuff. And they just offer the membership option, and I have like 15 of those, and I don't even know how I got them. So that's pretty cool. Matt himself says, Wicked Virtue, if you're going to drop the flannel shirt to show shoulders, just 86 it from the stream. Love you. Matt,
I'm comfortable.
You trying to simp?
Comfortable.
Only I'm allowed to simp on Wicked Virtue. All right? Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. You can
now you make Cody upset.
You can all simp. I have no seniority. Game and Fire says, I miss when Cody played games on stream. I do as well, but that's like a death knell for some reason on YouTube. You turn a game on, it's like eight people watching. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's when I kind of stopped uploading videos of gaming. They just kind of went. Boop.
Yeah, I saw a guy streaming a game the other day, and he usually has like 8,000 people watching. He has like 6 million subs, and he was streaming a game and had like 158 people watching. And I was like, yeah, this is why we don't. And people ask, why don't you play games? That's why. Because I have a mortgage. And that's why if I would have got partnered on Twitch, I'd have probably kept going. But to be honest, it wasn't a good avenue because there's no money on Twitch. Unless you get like actual partnerships that pay you like monthly money, I guess. But other than that, ain't nothing. So Richard says, can you please play a game so I can leave? No, Richard. Never. Speaking of leaving, Daramuth, I appreciate you over on the Rumble Rant side. He's the Rumble Ranter of the night. And the top dog today in this stream, I believe, is Disco Cobra. I could be wrong. I believe it's to Disco Cobra, tied with X-Wing, tied with Karis. all at $50. I appreciate you guys so much. We're 30 away from Naked Snake, 530 from Fight Milk on this beautiful ass stream. I appreciate you. One Red Boy from a Rainbow Night. Noah Sanders, don't worry, Cody. The rest of us are simply for you. How much Fight Milk? I just said it, Noah, but I appreciate it.
Perfect timing.
Thank you so much, dude. I love you. I appreciate you. But yeah, dude, I was so happy. Now make sure I told you this in the DMs, Amanda, but make sure you do 1,000 sub stream when you're monetized.
I will.
Because you need to celebrate with your peeps, and they'll throw support at you because it's always nice. I mean, I'll be in there. I'll throw some support at you too. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm planning something fun.
Yeah, dude,
We'll have a
you
good
gotta do
time.
something cool.
It'll be a party.
Cool. Yeah, to just have people come in your panel. Do like a 12-hour stream and invite like 100 people to your panel. But make sure they don't suck.
Only the cool
Have
kids.
all 100 at the the time.
Yeah. And don't invite Billy Hatcher. He's gonna ask you. One of my mods, Billy Hatcher's gonna be like, "Can I come?" Don't let him.
Don't let them.
That dude sucks. No, I'm just kidding, Billy. I'm just kidding.
He left.
Joke.
He's gone now. He left. He hurt his feelings.
Unmods himself.
Unmods
Can you unmod yourself?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Did you hear about Quantum TV going to jail? Amanda, do you know who that is?
Sounds familiar, but no, I didn't hear about it. Tell me about it.
That son of a bitch. Yeah, he struck my channel. He struck Ackman's channel. Ackman got removed off YouTube for it. Well, it was for a different reason for the Twitter thing, but yeah,
it was basically for the Quantum TV thing.
And he got reinstated though, thank God. But I made some videos about it, and it like killed my channel for like 6 months, man. But that being said, he went to jail for laying his hands on, I don't know who it was, but it was some woman. A domestic violence. Yeah, and it's a felony and everything, and I'm just so happy. And I thought this whole time he was trolling. You ever like watch a creator, Amanda, and you're watching them, and you're like, man, like this person's obviously trolling, right? Like they're trolling to get attention. And then you realize that you find out they're not. They are legitimately crazy.
That's just their personality.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude,
Yes, that's happened quite a bit.
Speaking of crazy as hell, Matt himself just dropped $100 super chat. Or sorry, now I'm gonna get sued. $100 Rumble rant on Rumble. He said, "Fight Milk King, maybe." Thank you so much, you beautiful, sexy, delicious man. I don't deserve you, Matt himself, and I'm so thankful that you are so good to me. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that battle. Thank you so much, Matt himself. Everyone is goated as hell. Get on it, doggone it. I love you, dude. And it's not gonna end, by the way. It's not ending because GZF just dropped $100 super chat as well. Oh my God!
I'm gonna have to drink some shit, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh God.
Hell yeah, Jeezy, you're goated as hell. He said, Red Boy, also 6'2", was 262, now 225. Love you, buddy. Dude, Jeezy, that's wild. At 6'2", 200 pounds, you're solid. Because I weigh almost 200 pounds right now. And I'm 5'11". And I'm a thick ass man. So yeah, that's kick ass, dude. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much, Jeezy. Matt himself and Jeezy, 2 Red Boys. It's a rainbow night. We made it. I love you. That puts us over Naked Snake, by the way, and puts us, if I can do the math correctly, which I doubt I can. It's like, I'm right exactly 300 until 5 mil. Thank you, GZF. I love you. And don't forget Noah Sanders. And here's for Naked Snake. Thank you, Noah. Love you. I like your Qbert logo, by the way. It's beautiful. I remember playing that game and hating it.
It's wonderful. I hate it.
The game came around, when I was playing Resident Evil. So Resident Evil 2 was
Qbert?
Yeah, it was like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 I was playing them really heavily when Qbert was like kind of around, right?
Isn't Qbert really old?
Yeah, it was on
that like an
1.
arcade game?
It was on PlayStation 1. I remember playing it on PlayStation 1, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure it came out for that. I don't think it was
That's
originally.
the first time I played it.
Okay. I was like,
and I remember my friend was playing Qbert. I went to his house and he's playing Qbert. And I was like, what's this garbage? And he's like jumping around being Qbert on the little freaking squares. And I'm like, this is trash. Put in Resident Evil 2 now.
Resident Evil 2 is, to be fair, it's hard to like any other game while you're playing that. That's an amazing game.
That's
I just
not
finished
fair.
it recently.
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Try Qbert again.
FANTAVISION, how old do you think Wicked Virtue is?
I don't like playing that game.
Girl, I'm scared. I don't want to.
You playing it now? You on the spot, bro? She won't care.
23.
Yeah, see,
Thanks.
she's like 35 or some shit.
I'm not 35.
She's 30, I think. You're 30, right?
I'm in my 30s.
I don't know how old
I'm not
anybody
35
is.
yet, though. Still got a few years.
Yeah, she looks like a damn baby. It's crazy. Wild. Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. That's why she's like, yeah, Resident Evil 2 was a great game back in the day. And everybody in the chat's like, the fuck she mean great game? It came out in 1998, you know, so
No, listen, you got the Flintstone vitamins. So that's what did it.
Flintstone bottoms. Man, I was hanging out with a girl one time and she still took them bitches. I'm like, what are you doing? I like the gummies. And I'm like, I'm taking these horse pills. I'm to like put one up my ass. Man, it's like, don't take it when you've eaten. And then I have another one that like goes in your ear hole and you have to take it when you've eaten. And I'm like, how am I supposed to plan all this out? So I just stopped taking them bitches. I take joint shit now. And it's all I take is the joint stuff.
You're just taking joints.
Just yes. Speaking of Bam, he's wanted in PA plus hiding in the woods. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's why I was.
He's hiding in the woods. Is that
the last I heard about him, he was about to be put into some type of a conservatorship, like Britney Spears was in, and like, yeah, those are never good. That's just your family taking over your money. I don't think that's ever the answer. Like, that's just crazy to be a grown adult and you're getting treated like a 12-year-old. That's not.
Dude. Oh, Bam! I love that son bitch. It sucks what happened to him.
I know it does. It's sad.
Speaking of Bam, Matt himself just dropped another $100 Rumble rant on Rumble.
Damn.
I love Cody's segues, no matter what. Speaking of this, whatever it is.
Speaking of this guy that's been riddled with drugs and alcohol, somebody just gave me a bunch of money.
I was like, speaking of fat ass, Wicked Virtue just dropped.
No, I heard that.
I didn't know she has a fat ass. I just said that. Where's it at? Hold on, window. Here it is. There it is. Look at this. Matt himself with $100 Rumble rant.
God damn.
Damn. I can't believe that shit. 270. Wait, 300. I can't. Fuck. It's like 200 till 5 million. I don't know, man.
I think it's 200 because you said 300.
Okay, then it's definitely 200. Thank you so much, my friend.
It's not that bad, by the way. It's not that bad.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it the other day. Are you doing it again?
I'll do it again.
Gosh, she's so badass, guys. Oh man. See, this is why I simp. All right. I can't help it.
No champ.
Because every girl's like, that's gross. And then we were just all fucking do it. I got Trulies right now. I'm like, okay.
Pour it in the milk.
I appreciate you. Matt himself is now the top dog, by the way, and and it's Rumble rants. A Rumble ranter is the top dog of the stream today. Thank you so much, Matt. You're goated, boy. You goated as hell.
Who's done Fight Milk the most times? Nick
Rekieta, for sure. He's done it like 5 times.
Jesus.
Yeah, he did. I think he likes it, man.
He comes on just to do it.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, you want to come in and do Fight Milk like on Wednesday? And he's like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. And he just shows up, does Fight Milk, and leaves. He can give a fuck.
He's a real MVP.
But yeah, you can't match. Like, speaking of Resident Evil 2 back in the day, you can't match that shit. I still play it. Like, look, I don't give a damn about nostalgia goggles. I don't believe that shit for a second. I'm gonna be honest. But I play it. I play Resident Evil 2. I have a CRT TV right here.
That's the way to play it.
It's right here, and then I have a PS2 right beside it. And I'll play Resident Evil 2 and 3. And you just can't match Resident Evil 2. And people were like, well, that's nostalgia. The reason I disagree, because the first time I played Ocarina of Time, I was 29 years old. The first time I played it on stream, because people in the stream were like, you should play Ocarina. I've never played it.
The first time I played Resident Evil 2 was recently. I just finished it like a month ago.
Yeah, God, it's so easy.
It's amazing.
Beautiful. So I played Ocarina of Time, and I was like, this is one of the greatest games I've ever played. And I was 29 when I played it. So
I think that's when I beat it too. I was 29.
God,
I beat on stream too. I beat Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, all for the first time.
Yeah, I got almost all the way through Majora's Mask, but I preferred Ocarina. It's something about Ocarina just felt really nice. It just felt like a close-knit, actual open world. I don't know. Imagine playing that shit. I'm so sad I didn't play it when I was a kid. Imagine playing that game when you were a kid. Fuck. And it's just like endless open, because that's basically an open world back in the day.
Yeah, it felt huge back in the day, for sure.
It was awesome. So I love it. Zachary says, Capcom's scared of making an RE5 remake. Yeah, it's because Mario 5's trash. Now, The game is okay.
Oh, never mind. I had to think about that. Isn't there like controversial parts or
Oh, yeah.
something in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The game
With
was
RE5?
yeah. The game was fun back in the day, but it wasn't. When it comes to Resident Evil, it wasn't a Resident Evil game. It didn't feel like a Resident Evil at all. Now, the controversy he's talking about, or Wicked Virtue's talking about, is the fact that it takes place in Northern Africa and all the zombies happen to be black. I'm like, yeah, well, it's probably because they're in Africa.
They're in Africa.
Like,
Yeah.
if you were in China, I'm pretty sure all the Asians would be the zombies. It wouldn't be a bunch of white dudes.
There's a show about that actually.
Which show?
It's like a samurai zombie show.
Is that the name of it?
No, it's not called
okay.
Samurai Zombie Show.
He used all the
Somebody must know what I'm talking about. I know it exists. But I loved RE5 because of the co-op, because
exactly.
it's like the perfect co-op Resident Evil game, because then 6 came out and it was awful.
It felt like Army of Two.
Yes, exactly. I loved Army of Two. Both of them. The third one doesn't exist. But yeah, it was such a great co-op game. And I know some people back then complained about how every game was co-op back then, but
yeah.
I don't see that as a negative. I see that as a positive. It was awesome.
Yeah, I still to this day don't think couch co-op should have died. Like, I love it. And there's parts, dude, I built a theater room in my house because there's a mother-in-law suite. So I was like, I don't need this shit. So I like changed the carpet, changed everything, and put up a theater screen and did all this shit. Got a real cool projector, and I'll play Mario Kart in there, and I'll watch movies. And I was like, man, I would love to play some like Halo, just co-op.
That would be sick.
I have theater seats in there, and they were like recline and shit.
Ooh, the nice theater seats.
They're way better than actual theater, dude. I went to the theater the other day, and I guess I didn't notice it, but like my legs were hanging 2 feet off the end of that bitch in recline mode, and I'm so used to mine now because I can sleep in mine. They're like I can cuddle in that bitch. I'm like, when did these things get so small? But it's because I spoiled myself. Spoiled myself. Slagalust, I love you. Here's 2 for the damn Goomba. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you, dude. That's the name of my penis, apparently. Nina Infinity was on. And I was drunk, so I was drawing my penis on paint. It looks like a Goomba.
As one does drunk.
Yeah. She's like, it looks like a Goomba. She's like, we'll call it the Goomba. And now ever since then, Slagalust is like, 2 for the Goomba, bro. I'm like, thanks, man. Because like I have this thing, like my penis, very little. The head of it though is like a baseball, so it's like this little bit thing. It's like a shot glass. It's like this. This is the shaft, right? But then there's like a baseball on the end of it. It's really weird, man. But I have a trick.
What was in that shot glass, by the way? That is a nasty looking.
I can just do tip only, and it's perfect. It's pre-workout. I put a scoop of pre-workout in it and just mixed it with my finger and downed it.
Oh,
I think I had the drinker, I had the critical drinker on, and I had my buddy Quarter Black Garrett on, and I had 2 CAMELCAST back to back, and I was like taking pre-workout and shit, trying to get through it. So it was awesome.
That was your caffeine,
dude. Man, have you ever taken edibles, Fanta? God damn, I don't know what the hell happened, but I took them. I ate a chocolate bar when I was in Vegas, like in 2019.
I think I heard about this.
And this was 2019. 2020 was way worse. So 2019, I ate like my buddy Al Guang was there. I ate like 4 little pieces of a chocolate bar, and then I watched SpongeBob, and it was so funny. And then I went to my room and I laid in my bed, and it felt like I was floating above the bed.
Oh my god!
And then I fell asleep, and I was like, and I woke up the next day, and I was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. So 2020. I'm in Vegas, and we're all having a party, you know. And Rodicus has fact checked that it was 2020. Okay, I might be a year behind on both, but the next year, I'm taking edibles, and I take like 4 gummies, and I didn't know at this point that more was bad. So I was sitting there, and I started getting high, you know, and I'm like, here we go, it's gonna get fun. And then it turned from like high into just sheer nightmare.
Yep, I've been there.
And I was sitting there like this, and one of my like viewers that, you know, because it's a meetup, was talking to me, and I couldn't hear what she was saying. And then I would hear her say, she would be like, Cody, and I'd be like, what? And she'd be like, are you not listening? I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then she would start talking again. And she was apparently saying something like really like intimate to me. And I like felt so bad because I was like fucked up. And I was like, look, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I was like, I can't hear you. I can't hear anything. And it was fucked up. And
edibles apparently hit you a lot harder because your body digests it differently when you actually eat it instead of just smoke it. So you can like,
And then I laid in the bed, and I was laying in bed, and I was like images from what I thought, because this always happens when I'm high. Images from what I thought was my past was like flashing in front of my like consciousness really fast.
Mm-hmm.
It was like A Beautiful Mind, like the movie where shit was just like fucking, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, I haven't seen this shit in so long. It's like crazy. And then I woke up the next day and I realized that all those images I was seeing was random and none of it had to be. I was like, thought I was seeing important information,
what the fuck?
but I wasn't seeing anything. It was legitimately, I was hallucinating. Like, it was fucking crazy. And I was like, well, that was terrible. So like a few months later, I was in Denver, and I didn't get as high, thank God, but I was in Denver and I was driving, and I was like, I want to go hiking, right? So I found this trail, and I pop an edible, and I'm walking. Well, I was driving first. I'm driving, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. It was like an hour in, right? I'm not feeling high at all. This sucks. And I'm like, this is weird. I guess I'm not gonna get high. I guess whatever. The guy that sold them to me, because it was at like a distiller, not a distiller, a
dispensary.
Yeah, he sold them to me. And he's like, bro, these hit you super hard, super fast, and then they go away fast. He's like, they're the new shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I take it an hour in, bro. I'm like, I don't feel shit, whatever. And I got this girl with me, right? Because that's so I'm driving on these back roads, dirt roads, and shit. And I look to my left, and I see some cows, and they're in a gated little pen thing, and then there's a little tiny dirt road that separates them, and there's another gated pen, and there's horses. There's like cows and then horses, and they're looking at each other. Like they're looking at each other. And I had this fucking ingenious thought, and I was like, oh my God, just like, I can't believe I just thought. And I looked over at those horses, and I looked over to the girl that was with me that was also probably blitzed, and I was driving, man, and I was like, you ever think that like horses are like racist to cows? I fucking lost my shit, because in that moment I realized I was and I was like, oh my God. And I was driving, and I realized it. I got scared. I was like, oh no, I'm driving. I just pulled over, dude, and I turned on like Coheed and Cambria, and I was flying through space. And then it went away. And it kind of went away a little bit. And then I went on a hike, and there was bugs attacking me. And I was like, there's bugs. And I was freaking out. And I had to run back to the car. And I don't even think there was bugs, man. Like, it was fucking crazy. But the next day, I popped another edible, and I went up this giant mountain that like you started at the bottom and it's sunny and hot. And when you get to the top, it's cold and snowy somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in Nederland, Colorado. And it was awesome. That's the best high I've ever had. But most of the time, it's freaking terrifying. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I take like a 5 milligram and I freak out. I'm like, how's this happening?
I'm right there with you, man.
My buddy Barracuda's like, yeah, I can take like 600 milligrams. I'm like, what the fuck? I would die.
Squeak.
I would die, man. God, I would see images of the future and shit. Like, God, I can't do that shit. Have you ever done any edibles, Amanda?
Can't relate. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it is wild.
I had friends that I've seen some funny stuff though.
Yeah, people call me a liar.
I had friends that would do it all the time. Like I had one friend, we were at the mall, and he had a cookie or something, or brownie, and he was afraid to get on the escalator. He was like, he had like a pizza box and a drink, and he was like, he put his shoulder on the thing, and I was like, dude, just step on it. I didn't know what he was doing. It was so funny.
Like, it's something that you can't understand unless you've tried it. Like, I remember I sat there for hours. Because if you like, they last a long time. I was sitting there for hours, and I was afraid to walk to my room because I was scared of the hallway. And I remember,
I understand.
On the good high,
He said, I understand.
the good high, and when I was in Nederland, and I was going up this mountain, the good high, it was a really good high. But every time I saw somebody like 20 yards up and they're walking towards me, I would like walk into the woods and do this. Like, I don't know why. Well, why was I doing that? But I was like, oh, they're gonna see me. They're gonna see me. Like I was so scared people were gonna see me or something. It was so weird. I was like, they can't see me. They can't see me. I can't let them see me. And of course, they're probably walking by like, what the fuck? And I'm just over here like
This is why I'll never do like mushrooms or acid, because I've already tripped enough off of something that most people don't trip off of. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I've had like driving and it turns into Mario Kart and I hear the music.
Oh my god.
I've had it where I was looking at the stars and then they started moving and leaving streaks and then they turned into birds and flew away. I mean, I've seen some absolute crazy shit.
And people call me a liar. Like, I'll tell them that I saw images from like my past, but it didn't. It ended up not being that. But
He saw himself as a baby in the crib.
I thought it was like that. And they were like, "Oh, you can't trip like that off of weed." And I'm like, "What? No, I didn't."
Like
it happened.
It's like a genetic thing. Some people are just predisposed to it and some people aren't.
Yeah, it is why. I remember I got this was really recently. I don't know why I keep doing them, but I took something, and I was in a group of like 5 people, and I was like, oh fuck, I had a thought, and I had to say it because I was like, I gotta say this. Holy shit, I just had a crazy thought, and I hyped it up so much. I'm like, oh god, dude, I was waiting for somebody to stop.
I'm really excited,
and I was like, fuck yeah, and then like they stopped talking, and I was like, bros, I just had a thought that's gonna change like the fabric of fucking everything. And as soon as I started saying it, I started laughing because it was one of those times. And I was just like, bro. And I was like, what'd I say? I said,
what if cows are the racist ones?
I was like, they were like, what, Cody? What? And I was like, Eminem's the best rapper of all time. And I'm laughing. And I don't even listen to Eminem or nothing. But it was so important to me. Like, it's so weird, man. I don't like it. Wookie Be Bad says, Wicked Virtue did a Nash Williams cosplay, earned a sub. Camelot earned. Well, I'm glad. Thank you, Wookie Be Bad. I love you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
The Ash cosplay got you $20.
190 until 5 mil.
Thank you.
I think it's 190 until 5 mil. We're almost
180,
180 or 190, something like that.
So was it 200? I don't know.
I have to like mix all the Rumble Rants and locals together in my brain.
He's had a couple sips of White Claw. He's white girl wasted already.
Now, see, this makes sense, Rudy Toot. When you absorb THC through your stomach, it has more of a hallucinogenic effect than when you smoke it. I've smoked it, and I'll get floaty when I smoke. That's what happens to me. I'll get tired, floaty, and laid back. But when I take an edible, it's not even kind of the same at all. It's like a different drug entirely.
Yep. It actually breaks down to a different drug. That's why.
Yeah, it's freaking terrifying. Unless you get a good one. If you get, but for every one good like experience with edibles, there's like 9 very scary ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything can happen. Like you can fucking see a dog. Like you can be like, oh wow, I'm pretty high, and then you see a dog, and you're like, ah, and you just freak out. Like, and that's your thought process for like 4 hours. You're like,
I was hoping that's where the sentence would end. You know, sometimes you just see a dog. It's just.
Yeah, dude, like that's what you do when if I took something, I'll look at my dog and he's just looking at me and I'm just like, oh my god, bro. And you can like read his mind or some shit, but you can't. But you think
what did you just say to me? Like,
Fat milk. Hurry up! It's past my bedtime. It is a pink boy from Wookie Be Bad. Oh my god! Can you believe this shit? Hot diggity damn. Thank you, Wookie. I love you. I appreciate you. You're golden as hell. Your penis is huge. Thank you, dude. I wish mine was. You know what frustrates me? Wookie Be Bad. I love you, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Matt himself still at the top dog, but Wookie Be Bad is closing in, son. He's like 20 behind him. Damn. So, one thing that sucks is I'll talk about my penis being little. Okay. And some girl, I'll be talking to a girl and I'll mention that I have a little penis. And instead of them saying nothing at all, which is what I prefer, because it's kind of like
why do you bring it up though?
Because it's funny. So I'll say that and I'll be like, I got a tiny penis. And like the girl, like for some reason, girls will always respond, well, that doesn't matter as long as you know how to use it. And I'm like, it's a fucking joke. Damn it. You're supposed to say something funny back. And they're always trying to make me feel better. It's probably great. I actually prefer little ones. What if I told you I prefer loose bitches? How would you feel? You'd be like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay, here's the scenario, Amanda. Because this is what girls do. They like to tell you you're tiny.
Oh no.
Like, oh, I love tiny penises. The big ones hurt, or whatever. What if we were hanging out and we smashed the pissers, and you were like, "How was that?" And I was like, "Oh well, actually, it was awesome because I'm glad that your vagina is not tight because the tight ones hurt. They hurt. I don't like them." You'd be like, "What? The fuck do you mean?" No. To be honest, that's why I lasted so long, because it was like there was a lot of headroom. It was great. You would be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess that would be the response. Sure.
But that's what girls do. Girls do that shit all the time. They're like, oh, I don't actually like the big ones. They hurt. Yours is perfect. And I'm like, what do you mean mine is perfect? What is perfect, ma'am? I had a girl tell me anything over 4 inches hurts, so she didn't even care. And I was like, what do you mean anything over 4 inches? I'm pretty sure it's bigger than that. What are you talking about? Did you just eyeball it and you came up with that measurement? Damn, does it look that little? You know what I'm saying? Because Fanta, like when you look down at it, it looks tiny as fuck. Mine does. Like when
it's like weird, no comment.
Perception. It's that first person view perception. I look down at that. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is this supposed to? What am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes I walk by the mirror after I done the pisser smashed, and it's still got like a semi, and I'm like, oh damn, it looks kind of fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking down at it. I'm like, God damn, how could anybody enjoy this? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Does that happen to you, like Amanda? Like, do you look down and then the boobies and you're like, yeah, these are awful.
Every day. No,
But
I'm kidding.
like,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
When you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, damn, what's up? But like when you look down, everything like, looks awful. Like when I look down, I'll be in the shower and I don't even want to look down. God.
I don't think
like
I've
that's
ever thought
different.
about it this much. I don't think I've ever thought
Now
about it
you're
this
probably
much.
going to. Thanks.
Now,
Cody, for
yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Looking at my thighs, my gut.
Gonna feel even worse about myself. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, dude. I just had it. Sometimes you feel it's like, oh my God, man. Now the one really kick-ass thing though, get real fucking drunk. So maybe you've been on a diet. I don't know. Get real drunk, get blitzed, be very, very dehydrated, and wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and you're like, damn, I look good, because you're dehydrated. But as soon as you freaking drink some damn fluids, you look fatter than hell. It's just what happens to me. Thank you, Wookie Be Bad. I appreciate you. I can't hear for Fanta. I can't believe you're still here, Rod. You usually leave immediately. You a bitch, Rod. Thank you, baby. Told my ex last night it was great. I prefer women to be bigger than me. Oh, like a trans woman, or are you talking about like fatter?
Cody needs clarification.
There's something about big girls, man. No, so somebody in the chat said this the other day. Because I was like, why do bigger people have a specific smell? It's like a sweet smell, it's almost like rotten fruit.
Ew.
Yeah, and somebody in chat actually described it, like legitimately described what it was, and I fucking forgot what it was. Something gross, something real gross. But yeah, like you diabetes. No, damn it, wasn't diabetes. I had a girl, dude. I tell this story way too often, so I'll make it short. But I had two girls lined up. I had the main girl, the fallback girl. And they both canceled on me one night. And then it just so happens that this other girl messaged me on Instagram that I kind of knew. And I hadn't seen her in like 6 months. And she was, pretty in shape. She shows up and she had gained like 60 pounds, bro. And of course I still hit because I've been drinking. And the fat smell was there. Fucking fat smell. And it hurt.
I've never heard what you're talking. I've never heard of this before. I've never.
I finished as fast as I could. I was like, just get it out. Just get it out immediately. Diabetic ketoacidosis can lead to sweet odors. Which ones that smell like weird peach smell? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But like, for example, my old boss at GameStop had an egg. He smelled like that. He smelled like that every day. Every single day, he smelled like this weird sweet smell. But he didn't have diabetes somehow. I don't know how the hell he didn't have diabetes.
He was on his way.
He was. It was weird, man. It's really, really weird. I don't understand. I don't think anybody in here knows Egg in the chat. I used to have a few viewers that actually knew him in real life. He smelled rough, dude. Oh, God.
I remember your saga with Egg. He was like threatening to sue you. He was threatening
He's
to like come after you.
dumb guy.
He went full quantum TV. He was going crazy.
He said he called me and left me a message and said he was gonna take his Glock and put a bullet in my head. And I was like, you probably shouldn't leave that message because like you can't. That's like I could just give it to the police and they'd be like, oh well.
Yeah, that message alone could put someone in jail.
So and then I told him, or I think I told a mutual friend that I was gonna give it to the police, and like Egg called me and apologized, and then he said we should go out to dinner. And I'm like, you ain't tricking me to get next to you. I know what you're trying to do, you motherfucker. But I mean, he was super famous for a while, and I'm pretty sure he probably liked that a little bit.
Oh,
like,
sure.
He's one of those guys, that's like, he probably liked it in the back of his mind, like, damn, everybody knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys that suck. He just like, I don't care if it's negative. I'm happy that people are talking about me. It's kind of how he just wants to be the topic of the conversation. I haven't heard from him for a long time. I'm pretty sure he's dead. He's got to be dead. What is it? I'm 33. He's about 50. He's about 10 to 12 years older than me. You don't see many 50-year-olds that are 500 pounds, man. He's probably, I don't know if he's been a big dude for a long time. Oh my Jesus. Oh God. Ugh. Awesome. Sweet. I'm trying to kill these freaking claws before we get off here. Oh my God. So do you plan on doing streaming on YouTube again, Fanta?
I might someday. I'm not quite sure yet. Once the series start picking up, maybe, because it's been rough lately. Like 2023 was just bad. Like the very start of the year, like every video was like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Same. And then the first gaming regret video that I put up immediately, actually didn't immediately, it was like 5 out of 10. I'm like, well, at least it's not dead. And then it randomly got to like 18,000 and got like 70 plus new subscribers, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, I've got a couple series that I'm going to focus on first. And then I normally do Twitch just because I don't really care about analytics and I'm not really doing it for money. It's just like to hang out with people. Yeah. So that's probably the plan for now. But if the series does blow up and the channel for some reason takes off again, then yeah, why not? Because I mean, peak COVID when everybody was at home, bored as shit. Yeah. I mean, even when we played video games, we were getting quite a few viewers. I mean, at that time, I think I was getting like 100 plus viewers every stream, and I was just playing like Splatoon and like Mario 64 and shit like that. Yep. And then as the pandemic went away and people went back to their normal lives, and people were actually doing stuff other than watching everybody on streams. Yeah. The viewership tanked, and I was like, I don't want to stress out about this. I just want to keep streaming as my fun thing to talk to people. So yeah, man, it sucks. That's like one thing is it's so stressful. Like, oh yeah, you can have if I have a show that doesn't perform as well as I'm just like, well, this is the end. It's over. I'm dead. I'm losing. Yep. And it's something that you can't like avoid, and I can't get better at. And I wish I could get better at it, but I'm just always worried. But this show has been so good. As far as it's been crazy. Watch time, every stream has, I think we had like 660 concurrent at one point in this one. Damn. Which is great. Like sometimes, I spoiled myself by having like the biggest guest ever. Like my first like 10 shows were just the biggest guest I could possibly have. Like thousands of people. So there's like 2,000 people watching. So like then I would have one where it was like 680 or 800 people, and I'm like, oh wow, now I'm not doing as good. And then I realize it's I had one just by myself the other night and it had 700 people. And it was just my goofy ass. It was like Saturday, I think. And that's a big deal. Like that's huge considering I had like 180 people like before I started the show. Mm-hmm. So it's very, very important. And I'm really, really enjoying it. Outlaw 2 real quick says, when you work out, you sweat and you smell like what you've been eating. When you're morbidly obese, you tend to sweat with minimal work. So you're simply smelling like what they ate or drank, and the scent between the fat rolls from goddamn fat rolls. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Billy Hatcher, you're right. Actually, on Saturday I had 2,000 people concurrent. Oh, because it got rated. Pippa rated me while I was dancing naked, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
Perfect timing, Pippa. Thank you.
Your intro is wild for this podcast, by the way.
I don't. Lofty Pixels made that shit like a long time ago.
It's good shit,
dude. That's great. I'm glad you brought that up. That thing I say. It was during a panel. It was like, I think it was me, Gary, Nerdrotic, Nick Ricardo, of course, Yellow Flash, and Anna. and Andrew, legal mindset. And we were on a panel, and we were all introducing ourselves, and they got to me, and I just said that. I was like, have you guys
You
noticed?
didn't introduce yourself? You just said that?
I just said, have you guys noticed we don't see boobies in movies anymore? All we see is dicks. So that's a legitimate concern for me. I was watching a show, which is a fantastic show.
What are you watching, my dude?
Dude, freaking The Boys, dick every episode. So I was watching this show called The Righteous Gemstones. It is fantastic. It's great.
I've heard of that show.
God, it's so good. But there is like two to three dicks per episode, like just like erect dicks or like flaccid dicks, center face on the show, and like half the time it's like main actor, like the main actors, top billed actors in the show, just dicks out.
I've heard they're all fake, by the way.
I hope so.
They're all prosthetics.
Yeah. The ones when it's really zoomed in, you can tell kind of, but sometimes it's like just a naked man's flaccid penis. So that being said, there's like. I think episode 8, season 1, you finally see a titty. And I'm like, God damn, there's like nothing but dicks. And I'm like, what happened? why is it like female, like actresses are like, in their contracts, absolutely never showing my boobies. But like all the dudes just had the dicks out the whole time.
I think back in the day, like you weren't allowed to show full frontal of a guy. Like it was like against whatever film codes.
Consecutive 3 seconds, you couldn't show it.
Yeah. So nowadays, I guess they're just taking advantage of the fact that you can, but I don't know why you would.
And you can tell when the switch happened too, right? So when
Game of Thrones is the only time I've ever really noticed it.
The switch happened in Game of Thrones. I can't
think of another show
because
I don't remember it in The Boys at all.
Oh, dude, there's dicks all over the place in The Boys. There's even the guy that can make his dick huge, and he's wrapping it around people and killing them. So
what?
And then the one guy
is this the newest season?
That was the second season. The newest season, the dude gets real little and then runs inside the giant dick and explodes the guy. He's like doing cocaine with the dude, and he's gay, and he like runs in his penis and explodes him because he accidentally grows big because he sneezes. Yeah,
what
dude.
The fuck is this show?
The Boys, man. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
It is called The Boys, to be fair.
Yes, it's called The Boys. Yes, that's true. So when I was watching Game of Thrones, man, every single main actress is getting doggy styled, like right, and their tits are flopping. It's freaking awesome. You see the bush, it's great. So Daenerys was like naked every other, just getting destroyed by old Drago. Just and you know, like they implied his penis was like 10 feet long, and she's like 14 years old in the show, and she is just getting wrecked. And I'm like, God damn, it's brutal. And that was every episode. Like, who is it today?
It was like season 1. It was like every episode, and then they stopped doing that after a couple of seasons.
Season 2, season 3, you get
which honestly I was glad about because I'm not there for that. I want to see the story. I don't really give a shit about.
I don't disagree. The issue is suddenly Daenerys had absolutely. She would like wear the most ridiculous fully clothed shit, and she put it in her contract that she would not appear naked anymore after season 4 or 5. And I'm like, how dare you?
How dare you?
Dare you?
Like, how dare you? You look good. You got some fat boobies. You got big old ass and big old hippies. You should be putting that shit on display for the world. That is the world's. Like it's the world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a socialist or anything, but I feel like that the world should be. We should have free access to this shit. Like if you got big old ass and hips, it has to just be shown. You know. Like, it
got it.
It was not rape.
Oh shit!
A giant portion of women have rape fantasies. So yeah, it was probably you're probably right. That's probably why people liked it. I mean, look at what was that show? What was that stupid? What was that movie? Something Grey's 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah. There's the BDSM movie.
It's just brutal the whole time, and women are like, it's like 99.9% women in the theaters, and like I saw articles all the time of women getting caught like masturbating in the theater watching the movie because they like that shit.
Do you remember when Pee Wee Herman got caught?
Oh yeah. He's like, ha, 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 just like I'm like.
That's how he got caught.
You probably shouldn't have been saying those noises. You probably shouldn't have been that loud, Pee Wee. I'm just gonna put this out there.
That's just his orgasm sound.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's mine. Oh, like oh, dude, you ever been like hitting it and it's like out of this world? No, God. So like every now and then, man, they did be like, damn. That I get embarrassed because I find myself like vocalizing. You ever have that happen? Like, because normally it won't happen, right? But sometimes it's just the right freaking consistency of sloppy.
You're just quiet the whole time?
Well, there's like there's shit happening, but I'm saying like sometimes.
What was that noise?
Sometimes, it is at that sloppy, and you're just going, and like I'll notice like I'm making noises, and I'm like, ooh, and I catch myself, and I hate it.
You're overthinking, man.
I'm just like hitting. I'm just like, oh,
just go with the flow, man.
I'm like saying shit, but oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not doing that, but I'm saying some stuff, and then I notice it. And I have to catch myself. Oh my God, I'm like moaning right now. Oh, oh my God!
As long as you don't sound like Pee Wee Herman, that's not a bad thing.
That is my most hated thing, man. So I was watching this. So like, obviously, we all have our preferred porns. I was watching this one time. And dude, it was so great too. It sucks. It's this guy. I mean, it's kind of like an OnlyFans thing, but they have their own like website.
It was the guy's OnlyFans that you're watching?
Maybe it's either his OnlyFans or somebody else. It's like his chicks, and he'll have his girl, and then there's like 3 or 4 of the girls, and like every other month they'll get like a new girl, and they just bring him in, and he's just like duking out like a new girl and like his chicks there, and it's kind of fun. But he sucks because like he'll be duking them and like it's beautiful, it's great, and then he'll start moaning like and it's awful. He's like, oh, and I'm like, God damn, I got my dick in my hand and I'm like trying to focus, right? I'm looking at her ass cheeks and stuff and her little dimples on the lower back, and I'm like, this is great, and then he's like, oh, and I'm just like, oh, great, now I'm soft. How could you do this to me? Don't make a noise, man. Especially not when you're filming, because like I could definitely like hold it on the wraps if I'm filming.
I was gonna say, if you're not filming, why do you care?
Yeah, what I'm saying. Like I don't know, it's freaking gross. I don't like when he's making weird noises. That's why I like when I catch myself doing it. I'm like, oh no, God damn. Wolf Spain says, fun fact: in the books, there was no brutality between Drago and Daenerys, and it was more loving. They changed it in the show to be grapey.
Why?
I don't know, but
they do that?
I'm totally for it. Like that first scene. That was sexy. The sexy scene. Look, I don't know about you guys, but that's good. That first scene, I was like, this is nice. Where he just like it was like slow and like forceful. No, she was
I'm
there.
gonna hard disagree here.
No, that's you're misconstruing what I was saying, damn it. I meant like it was, he was like, it was slow, and she's there, like she's married to the dude, and she's like, all right, I'm doing this.
I mean, marriage doesn't necessarily mean anything.
That's true, but I'm just saying it was brutal in a sexy way. Damn it, I'm not saying That's what I'm saying.
Christ.
I'm saying it was kind of sexy, Fanta, is what I'm saying. And no one disagrees with that.
I mean, I just did, but it's fine.
Go watch it. No, Fanta. Go pull it when you get done. Pull up the whatever site. You watch the scene again. You tell me. I want you to text me. You'll be like,
I remember the scene.
No, you'll be
quite
like,
clearly,
bro, I was wrong, dude. I just busted a nut. I'm just saying. That's what I'm gonna do when I get off here. I'm gonna pull that bitch up right away. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching that, pulling it up, 4K too. I got freaking fiber internet, 4K. I want to see the hairs on her nipples.
Jesus Christ!
I think this is the first time I'm talking about this subject matter in front of Amanda.
Oh fuck! You're drinking the worst flavor White Claw, by the way.
It's the only 2 I had left. I said that when I grabbed them. I was like,
I hate White Claw. That's the worst.
2. At least it ain't Truly.
Have you had a High Noon?
High Noon is good. The peach one is good.
High Noon is where it's at. High Noon is those are the only ones I can drink.
Just not that bad.
Even Jay said he'd watch it with you, bro. The scene.
Oh my God.
We have a watch party on Twitch.
Good Lord.
2 hours of the scene on loop. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited, dude. Speaking of watching the scene on loop, we are 1:30 from Fight Milk. I'm probably doing the wrong math, but I think it's around there. That's pretty freaking close, actually. Holy shit balls. 1:30 away. Wait. Damn, that is close. We are 130 away from Fight Milk. Damn, that's crazy. Garrett, can you recommend pre-workout, please? Is it your first time? Even if it's not, get C4. Get C4 Extreme, not normal C4. Normal C4 is
Extreme. What's the difference?
Extreme. It's just more like a real pre-workout than because the normal C4 just has a lot of beta alanine, just makes you feel like you're feeling something. C4 Extreme has more of the real shit in it. They took all the other stuff off the market. So
that sounds sketchy. Why did they take it off the market?
There was this stuff, dude, called Dust Extreme in like 2016.
Like Dust?
2017. It was called Dust Extreme. And I remember buying it. And I fucking scooped that bitch in my gullet and swallowed it. And I worked out for like 4 hours. And I didn't talk to no one. I was like, meh, right? So I had a thing of it. I bought that shit. It was like it had just came out. And my gym owner was like, bro, I killed it. I was like, this is great. 2 weeks later, taken off the fucking market. Because it was quite literally just like beta alanine mixed with crunched up like Adderall.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
you were just doing meth.
It was awesome. Shit. And that doesn't happen anymore. Like there was right after that there was ESP ESP Blue, same thing. Off the market immediately. Venom, which was on the market for a little while. I bought 2 jugs of it. It would trip me the balls out. Loved it. Now everything's bullshit. It's all like just it has deer.
Just caffeine and vitamins.
Yeah, it has like deer antler extract.
Why would you want that?
And I want them. I had to go to the hospital for one of them because it would like broke my urethra or some shit. Like I had to piss all the time. It was awful. So I went to the hospital.
Broke your urethra?
Yeah, like so I had the urge to have to pee constantly, and I hated it. So I went to the hospital. And the guy was like, "Hey, well, are you taking anything new? Or are you having a new diet?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm taking a pre-workout," and I stopped taking it, and it went away. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then like a week later, I got desperate and I took a scoop of it because I was going to the gym and I was out of pre-workout, and it immediately happened again. And I was like, "Well, it's the pre-workout." But yeah, you definitely ought to do a collab. It's Gundam. I have messaged him. Anna messaged him, and then Anna said that he said he would do it at some. It's a Gundam. I want to have him on. He's my boy. He easily puts out my favorite content. Him, Imp Lemon, It's a Gundam, Critical Drinker, and Gary. And I've had Gary and Critical Drinker on, so they're great peeps. Great peeps, man. Red Line Extreme is so shit. Is the shit. I've never tried that Outlaw 2. Never tried that at all.
Have you ever taken caffeine, isn't it? What were you gonna say?
Have you ever taken pre-workout, Fanta?
I think I did once, and it just gave me like stomach cramps. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
it fucked me up, so I couldn't even work out. I was like going to work out, and then I took it, and I'm like, oh fuck! It felt like when you drink a ton of water and then you run a lot, and you get like that side stitch.
Yeah,
that's how it felt. It was awful.
Yeah, so I've taken like too much before on a couple of occasions. They fuck you up. Like it made me have so much anxiety. I took like,
it's because there's like 400 milligrams of caffeine in there.
I took 5 scoops of some shit one time. About killed my ass.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah.
I was an accident. I was a dumbass. I took the gym owner was like, you have to take two. He was like, you have to take 2 scoops of this new stuff because it doesn't hit as hard. So I took 2 scoops. And then I was like, well, I haven't had any energy drinks today, so I'll take 4 scoops because if it equals to 2 scoops, that's fine. Yeah. But it didn't. It was just fucking normal. And then I took a scoop of my normal pre-workout because I wanted the beta alanine kick. And so it was 5 scoops, and I about fucking died. I thought I was gonna
give yourself a heart attack, man.
I worked out for like 2 hours and I could barely like stand up. And I went to the elliptical and put it on the highest resistance and just tried to sweat it out. And
I think it'd make it worse.
I was having like a mental breakdown. It was awful.
You just gotta chug water.
Saying says Rich sends his love. That son bitch, he better come on my stream. He keeps saying he's gonna do it, and then he doesn't do it. Bastard. We're supposed to have a thing to get. We're supposed to be boys. Damn it, Review Tech, you bastard. Have you noticed that I have Oblivion up here?
I was gonna mention that. Watching this, I've been watching it a lot, just staring back there. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Oblivion.
it makes me want to play Oblivion so bad.
I've been wanting to play it. I'm probably gonna actually do something tonight because I've already filmed my videos for the week, and like my old unit died. So the Xbox One in it died. The TV fucking died. It had a burn in like screen. It was just burnt.
I could see that.
So I found this goofy little it's called an element in my garage, and I mounted it to I built a little mount out of sheet metal, and I mounted it to the thing, and then I just plugged a 360 into it. So now I have Oblivion on.
I love that you have an Xbox One display thing and you have the 360 game on. That's great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like God, Oblivion's so good. You know what? Oblivion was trash. I've always wanted to play it on PC. And I would play it on PC and it was so bad. And I was like, why is it so freaking awful? The draw distance is like 10 feet. And I'm like, this is garbage. I figured out later that there's an official day one patch. So I downloaded it.
Oh.
And then I downloaded the second patch that came out a while later, and the game is amazing on PC.
Have you heard of Sky Oblivion?
Yes.
Dude, I'm so hyped for that.
Did it ever? I thought it's been working on it for like freaking 10 years, it feels like.
Forever. But they're finally, I think it finally has a date of like next year or something.
Finally.
It's got to come out before the next Elder Scrolls game. So at least we'll have something.
There was a game I voiced a character for. Oh, No More Room in Hell 2. No More Room.
Oh, I remember that.
It never came out. It says it says it came out in 2022, October. Is that true? No way.
Wait, what came out?
It says it came out in October of 2022, but I'm pretty sure it's not correct.
Nah, it's not yet.
Yeah, it says it right here. I assure you, big announcement like last October, we've been working on the game full time. We've taken the opportunity to fully port up to Unreal 5. And yeah, it's so
Sky Oblivion's gonna be an Unreal 5.
No, this is No More Room in Hell 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just not out yet. I don't even know if my voice is in the game anymore. They've changed the script like 9 times, so I don't think I'm in it anymore. But I did so many lines for that game, and I was like, man, I hope this is gonna be awesome. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be in there. I hope I am. That'd be really cool. I hope they keep at least one freaking line. I did like 25 lines for the radio communications. You know, Left 4 Dead, right?
Yeah.
When you like hit the radio, like it'll do radio communications. Like, oh, we're sending a helicopter your way. They're survivors. You know what I'm saying? I did like 25 of those. So maybe I'll make it in somewhere. I really hope so. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I'd play it just for that.
Yeah, dude, same. I want to hear that shit. Ishan Tomar says, and out spake the brave Horatius, captain, brave to every man up on his earth. Heard it comes every third effing day. That's for damn sure. I don't know what any of that meant, but I agree with it.
I was like, what is that? Is that a movie?
Thank you, Ishan Tomar. I appreciate you. Revenge says, y'all considering playing Project Zomboid? I don't even know what that is.
I've heard of that. That's the like top-down survival MMO.
Project Zomboid.
Like an online type thing.
Hold on, let me look. Project Zomboid. It looks kind of cool. I like these kind of like top-down things. It almost looks like Sim City with zombies.
That'd be fun.
It looks like there's like farming and shit. Now, it could just be the game. Base of defense. Looks kind of cool. You are not lying, Rod. You are not lying.
But he's worked enough today. He can play Oblivion. He's earned it.
Yeah, I filmed all my videos today. That's why I was late to get on stream, because I was filming. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I probably will play Oblivion. I'm gonna play something. I gotta play something. I was thinking about doing World of Warcraft Classic again, because I'm almost maxed out on Burning Crusade. So
I would just join a private server if I were you.
What's the difference?
Well, you, like me, lack time, and a lot of them have like 10 times the XP gain rate, so you can just kind of like, you still get like the leveling experience, because it's not like you just do a quest and you immediately level up. Like, it still takes a while, but it doesn't take nearly the amount of time it would take if you were to actually play it with 1 times XP.
Look at Rod over here. Speaking of no XP, look at Rod. You don't even edit anymore. How do you not have time to play games? Tell me you don't do YouTube without telling me you don't do YouTube. There's the editing's whatever, man. What the weirdest thing about YouTube that no one tells you, and I'm just kidding, Rod, I love you. The thing that no one tells you about YouTube, especially when you start doing this kind of show, like I spend 4 hours per day networking on YouTube or on Twitter and on Instagram. Dude, I'm all day just fucking just.
Dude, you've been the network king since like day one.
Like that's all I do.
That's smart. I didn't do that. I'm an idiot.
And of course, I have 3 hours of gym every single day. And
damn, 3 hours.
And every other weekend, I have a 2 to 3 day race excursion, which I blew my engine last race. So we're going to be driving the Dodge team now. Somebody asked that question like 10 minutes ago and I didn't answer. So yeah, there's just a lot going on, man. But yeah, there's too much going on. A lot of people think that YouTube's not really like a real job. It's like, well, you put just as many hours into it, if not more, because I'm never not on a social media talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like always talking to people, trying to like build like the relationships and not just for getting people on shows, but also building relationships just to know people and meet people and have a good time.
Yeah.
So that's important. But speaking of meeting people and having a good time, Fidelio! My boy! He's coming. Where the hell you been, son? Oh my God. Thank you so much, Fidelio. He coming in with a pink boy, getting us 75 from 5 Milk. Damn. 75. Thank you so much, Fidelio. I love you, dude. I appreciate
Still trying to think of what I'm gonna make. I don't really have anything gross in my house that I could make.
How much you gonna make the 5 Milk? But yeah, you can you got whiskey, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Mix something with pickle juice, whiskey, maybe a pube.
I have like oat milk. I could put oh God. Oh.
One pube. Yeah, one pube.
One pube.
Just one singular pube. That's it. Thank you, Fidelio, by the way. I love you, dude. I'm glad you're here, man. One pube. Dude, you know what? That sucks ass, by the way, having a mustache. Like a big cartoon mustache, like my dumb ass.
Like the railroad villain.
Yeah, look at it.
You can twirl it, though.
Yeah, look at this.
That's amazing.
Like, I have a twirl. Like, dude, every day at some point, I'll feel a hair in my mouth.
Yeah.
And it will be a freaking little mustache hair.
That's why I know it's time to shave. I'm like, all right, it's getting too long. I
take my clippers and I do this. And I shape it, and then I shape it this way.
Have you ever accidentally nicked your lip before?
Oh, that sounds terrible. No.
Ouch.
Ooh, God. Samantha, what's up, baby? Thank you, baby. Samantha coming in with the gold boy. Look at this. Look at this bitch. Appreciate you, girl. She giving the hearts for you, boy. Thank you. I appreciate you. Coming in strong. 65 till 5 Milk. Do the pube.
Forgot the name for a minute.
Bells, do the pube. Do the fucking pube now. You know, that'd be a good game to play tonight. Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Great game.
I'm gonna be streaming that soon. I used to stream it a while ago, but it's been took a break. I got a bunch of mods. The mods are hilarious. I got Ash from Evil Dead 3 instead of Nick. That's great.
That is pretty cool.
It is. It is.
Wait,
you got to change all the special infected to different characters.
Listen, we got me and a couple of my friends did it, and we're planning on doing a stream. We got the Ugandan Knuckles.
Nice.
Man,
what is Ugandan Knuckles?
You don't know what that is?
He's
I think it's the main ones because it's most of them. The hunter, we got one of them. We got.
Could you imagine?
You have the zombies. All of them are Ugandan Knuckles.
It's kind of harder to shoot them because they're so short.
Yeah.
And what else do we get? I think Shrek. What is Shrek?
That's a classic. He's my tank.
He's the tank.
Yeah. He's the tank.
Yeah.
Who is Squidward though?
Squidward's the smoker.
Yeah.
Whenever you kill him, it's so funny.
What time?
I didn't do this, but my friends did like some like anime witch for the witch. They're like, we gotta make her hot.
What time do you usually go to bed, Amanda?
I don't know. Depends. Like 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
All right. Well, I'm about to say. I was like, dude, we could play Left 4 Dead, bro. What's up?
Left 4 Dead.
Drink a whiskey
ready.
with the pube.
Oh my God, Bell.
Bell really wants the pube to happen, bro. I have to put pube in that bitch. It's just that's pretty good though. I ate a roach live one time. A dead roach. No. He's fat as fuck too, and I ate his ass.
Where did you even get it?
My garage. He's just dead. This is my old house.
Why did you eat it?
I don't remember. So I was on a stream.
No reason.
With Review Tech USA, and he was eating bugs. Like he ordered a bunch of bugs to try, like freeze dried bugs. So I was like, oh, I'll join and I'll just get a roach out of my garage, a dead one, and I'll just eat it. It tasted like what Raid spray smells like. Tasted just like that Raid spray shit.
Well, it'd probably been raided before. You probably just ate Raid.
Yeah, it was awful. It was not good. But it's all good. Thank you, Belle, by the way. By the way, guys, we're 50 likes away from the goal today. Get the hell on it, doggone. I love how people remember that shit. It was a great show. How do you remember that? That's a long time ago. My pubes have more definition than your beard. Well, that's because you're like Indian or some shit. Old saying. He's like a different race. And different races have like crazy pube hairs. Those shits are like a wire brush. I love you. I appreciate you. Speaking of loving and appreciating one another, Noah Sanders with the pink boy. Damn. This stream is wild tonight, boys. Damn. Noah Sanders. I know you're paying on the mustache ordeal. Well, thank you so much for the pink boy. We're about 200 away from beating Pipkin, by the way. Gonna kick her ass on a Monday. I saw what she makes on a Monday. Gonna kick her ass. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you. And we are like $2 from 5 mil. So I appreciate it. Probably 2 to 10. I don't really know the math, to be honest. Thank you, Noah Sanders. I love you. I appreciate you. You're goated as hell. I love you, Cubert, even though Cubert's not as good as Resident Evil 2. Fire PA, someone get Cody a towel. Post stream.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna pull that bitch up for sure.
Oh my God.
God, yeah, it's great.
Oh my God.
Dude, what is it, man? We grew up at the same time. Was there ever like there was like scenes? Was there certain scenes from movies that were just like the best? I remember being like 12 and pausing the VCR and going fucking frame by frame to see a titty. I'm not joking. You know? So Amanda, you're like we're similar ages. Now I don't know about girls. I don't know about girls.
You totally did that, right?
Is there like I've never really talked to women about this. Is there like because you went through like the same weird 90s ass period or late early 2000s. Was there like a weird quirky shit where you like found a friend's magazine and there was just like a PP in it and you're just like, let's do this?
No, but I did have a big crush on Tobey Maguire, so I sometimes I would pause the scene where he's like, when he gets all sweaty, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I like boys. I was like 12. I was like, they don't have cooties. What?
Okay, cool.
But I didn't do anything weird. I just was like,
you're like sometimes I would pause the scene and I'm like, what happened when you?
Sorry, it doesn't get any dirtier than that. I was just like, oh my gosh.
I don't believe that shit for a second because so I've hung out with girls and some girls are like, you know, like real reserved and some girls don't go fuck. As this one girl, I still talk to her all the time, and she was like, dude, I was humping pillows when I was like freaking like 12 all the way to like 14. She's like, I didn't even know why I started doing it. I just started humping pillows. It was great. And I'm just like, damn, girl, that's crazy. And like, yeah, I'll like text her, but like, what are you doing? She's like, just out done masturbating. And I'm like, well, goddamn, all right. She didn't care about nothing. It's crazy, man. She just didn't give a fuck. Ashley says, 5 milk. Get the hell on it, doggone. I love you. Appreciate you. We're gonna get Amanda canceled before she ever even gets going. No, like if you're open and like laid back, no one gets it. You can lean into that shit. Oh, Camelot masturbates. It's like, yeah, and I'll do it again on camera.
I'll do it again.
CAMELCAST 30. Just me masturbating. Noah Sanders, I love you. Appreciate you. Ashley, I love you. Appreciate you. By the way, a locals tip as well from Ashley. And also, don't forget, Wookie be bad. Oh my God. Hot diggity damn. Look at this motherfucker. Damn. Wookie be bad. Taking the top dog spot finally from my boy over on Rumble, Matt himself. He said somebody match him. I appreciate you so much. I love you, Wookie. You are a monster among men. You got a beautiful face. I'm sure your penis is massive. I appreciate you, dude. Wookie be bad as goated today. This dude's great. I love you, dude. I appreciate it. I don't deserve any of this shit, by the way. I appreciate you guys. Ain't nobody got a super chat nothing, by the way. I love you. I appreciate you guys. How much do we need to beat Pippa? I don't really know, but like I think that's a safe bet. Is
it seems like you're gonna hit that.
yeah, Master Lions. What's up, dude? Thank you, dude. Master Lions. Why do I call them Lions? It's Master Lions. Why have I been doing this? Why do I say Master Lion? I've been doing this for like a year.
Lions.
It's that now. It's fine.
There's even a Lions logo. God, I'm stupid. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. My God. But yeah, we'll do how are you gonna be disrespectful, Cheetah Man? How you gonna be disrespectful to Amanda right now? Hey, Camelot Fanta and other guests.
I feel like I'm the other guest right now.
It says her name. It says Wicked Virtue right there. Other
Hello.
guest. You don't even deserve to be your name to be typed in the chat.
Sometimes it does go away.
Yeah, it does. Like right now, see that gone.
Yep.
So
Put
let's
them on
see.
the spot.
Let's look how many. Look and see where Wicked Virtue is. Shit. Wait, where's she at in Tubbies? You already. So you're goated. You're already there. You're 1K30. You're there, bro. You're good now. You don't have to worry about shit. Because there's always a period. And when I hit 100K, I was like, it would, because you know how it is, Fanta. It goes up a little, down a little, up a little. I was so afraid I'd hit 100K and then it would like dip below it. I was like, God, please.
That happened when I hit 60. That's why I'm saying this year has been just dog shit. I went over 60, and then right after I hit 60, it went back down. I'm like, okay.
I had this irrational fear that like I would hit 100K and I would apply for a verification, and then they would, my plaque would be available, and then I would like drop below it, and they'd be like, "Oh, sorry," and they would just burn my plaque. Send me a video.
Burn it.
Send a video of it just burning. Sorry, bro, you dipped below, bitch. I'm like, oh God.
We just made it, but now we have to destroy it because you went under.
Yeah, you're a bitch. You call him Lions the same way I was Noah Saunders for a year. I'm from Alabama. That's my excuse for all things.
Just how he doesn't know how to pronounce LA Noir either.
No, that's not how you pronounce it. It's LA. It's LA.
It's so frustrating.
It is LA Noir.
Noir.
LA Noir.
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 Listen, I say that.
You say noir like it's
Noir.
a pizza.
Like it's a pizza?
Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like that's what I mean. You know what I mean? But I'm saying
I
like,
summon him every time on a stream. I say LA Noir. He pops a no.
he's like LA Noir.
LA Noir.
Like it's
I'm
the
saying
new
it
one.
right.
LA
Noir.
Noir. Like it's the
Now that
new-
you guys have said it so much, I'm like, I don't know how to say it anymore. I'm not gonna even try.
You said it too much.
LA Noir.
LA Noir.
It's like when you look at a
Noir.
word too much and
He's
you're like,
like-
that's not a real word anymore.
Yeah. Noir. Like noir.
Noir.
Noir. Noir.
Noir.
Noir. You got the N.
5
and-
minutes of us just say noir.
This is the stream now.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I join her stream, it's like a coincidence. She's like, "Yeah, I played LA Noir," and I'm just like, "Fuck,
That's
like,
even
it's
different.
it's new. God, stop! Damn you!" Almanac, here you go. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. About 60 from probably beating Pipka. Solid stream. Fuck. Let me see if I can get my fat milk. Hold on 1 second before I say anything.
Oh, should I go make this?
Dude, do it, bro.
Got eggs.
Bruh, get on it, dog.
Should I leave the camera on, or what do I
You
do?
can turn it off if you want.
Okay.
I usually turn it off so people won't see my ass cheeks.
I don't have an
Okay.
ass to show. It's fine.
Even though they're fat now, I have a fat ass. I've been doing a lot of kickbacks.
I just do squats. I don't have a kickback machine, whatever it's called.
What the hell? Like you talking about at home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I do kickback.
I've been told that if they're deep ones, it works.
That's yeah. Well, see, I've been drinking. You can't say stuff like deep on the stream.
Deep
So,
squats.
So I do kickbacks, and I'll do like wide kickbacks, and they're cable kickbacks, and they attach to my like ankle, and I'll push back, and my ass went from 0 like inverted. God did not bless me with an ass, but He blessed me with a chest. But I'm training a girl on chest now, and she's like 20 pounds off state record. She's a monster, but she's training me on ass cheeks, and my ass went from inverted to having I have 2 ass cheeks now. I can't believe it.
Doubled.
So I've been doing a lot of kickbacks. I do them twice a week, and I do RDLs twice a week, and I do really, really, really heavy squats. I'll do like 385 and 405 squat. And I don't even really work quad as much. I don't work quad almost ever now, other than, of course, squats. And I'll do some leg extensions. But can you pronounce New Gundam? New Gundam? The hell are you talking about? Is that a show? I don't even remember Gundam. Somebody said Camelot, LA, or Memphis. Neither. Can I do I have to pick one?
It's neither a choice.
I would say if I had to pick a place I would go to, it would be LA. And that's because I have tons of friends in LA. I don't know anybody in Memphis. So it's LA. I could go and crash on a friend's couch and maybe get stabbed. Or I go to Memphis and I have to crash on the couch of the stabber. Right? I ain't got no friends. So the guy that stabs me, I'm like, hey, can I stay with you? You know what I'm saying? So I would rather go to LA for that reason. Maybe run into Jack Black or something. Because he
loves Jack Black so much. Favorite person in the world.
He's my boy, man. I love him. Yeah, dude. From Char's Counterattack. Char's Counterattack? I don't even know what you're talking about now. What?
Peaches is the ballad of the year.
Hey, it's Jessica Reloaded. What's up, baby? How you doing? Hold on. Let me see if I can get Fat Milk. And if not, then I have to go get it. I'll have to wait till Fanta gets back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till Fanta gets back. All right, that's fine. And then we'll get the hell off here. And if you're down for some Left 4 Dead, bro, I'm down.
He's ready. Maybe. I'm getting tired, but maybe.
Oh, you're getting tired. Okay. Nah, it's fine, bro. Don't feel an obligation, okay? Don't feel an obligation.
I do love Left 4 Dead, though.
I do, too. I just haven't played it in a long time. I want to play freaking...
Oblivion?
No, the map in Dark Carnival in Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, that's a good one. You could do did you ever do the mod? I haven't played this, but there's a Metal Gear mod. So I forget which map. There's a Metal Gear.
Dude, I have so many mods in Left 4 Dead.
You have to have that one.
My favorite ones are the map mods. Dude, I have Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. And it's the entire game. It's the entire Resident Evil games, but it's on Left 4 Dead. Even with the puzzles and everything. It's really cool.
That's cool.
We should do Resident Evil 2 so you can see what I'm talking about. They're really cool. Noah, when's Dakota Cheeks OnlyFans? Man, God, I wish I was a woman. If I was an attractive gym girl, God, the world would be my oyster. Because let's be honest. If I was a woman, I'd have 1 million subs right now with the same content and shit. And yeah, I would just start an OnlyFans and become a millionaire immediately. God, I have no shame. I don't give a fuck. I'll be driving around in my Ferrari. Who gives a fuck? I'll pull out my ass cheeks. I get the labia surgery, so my vagina looks like a McDouble. God, I'd be ready. You can crash in my bathtub filled with ice. You gonna remove my kidney in front of God and everybody. Oh my God. Yeah. I always think that, man. I'll meet a girl, right? I'll meet a girl that's really attractive, and she's like, "Yeah, I do this for a job," and I'm like, "Man, if you just gone on YouTube and just pushed a little, you'd be a monster. You'd be in the stratosphere." And then you can start an OnlyFans to show your asshole once and be a millionaire. God, that'd be awesome. He's
like, what I come back to?
I was talking about how girls have it so easy and they don't even realize it. God. I remember I had this girl once, and she was like, "I want to start doing YouTube." This is a girl I knew of, in real life, and she was super hot, super attractive girl. She's like, she knew I did YouTube. She's like, "I want to do YouTube." So she streamed a few times. And all I did was shout her out in my Discord twice. And she wasn't monetized, but she had a PayPal dono. And she would make $200 to $500 on these random streams, her first streams ever. And all she's doing is just sitting there. And she made $200 to $500 every stream. And she did it 5-6 times. She's like, "I don't think it's for me." And I'm like, "Oh my God, if you only
I don't think it's for me.
If you only knew how 99.9% of people stream to 0 viewers for 6 months."
Well, it's more than 6 months.
Yeah, and she had 35, 40 viewers on her first 5 streams and had no content and was just making money from direct donos because she's so attractive and she has a great personality. So that's all it takes. And she's like, "It's not for me." And I'm like, "God damn, you could be a millionaire right now if only you pushed a little."
Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to this.
If you were a woman, egg would have been more scary. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, if I'd have been a woman, GameStop wouldn't have worked out. The ladies now call Camelot Trouser Ham Man. Trouser Ham Man. The hell does that mean? Ass man? 30 likes to goal. I'm gonna go get my fight milk, and then we're gonna do fight milk.
I'll go after you.
We're all, well, yeah.
No, I'll go after you. You go first.
Okay, I'm going. Damn it, man, Jesus. All right, seconds. Mellow, what the fuck is that?
So I'm mixing it with mellow corn, which is a bottle and bond, which means it's been 4 years old at least. It's all corn whiskey, 100%. It's 100 proof, so it's gonna kick my ass.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it looks like this.
I've never heard of that before. You just gotta not think about it. Just shoot it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour some of this in, but mine's gonna be this milk and an egg. Well, 2 eggs.
I got my milk prepared, and it does not smell very good. Oh god.
This is my second time doing it. I didn't expect it to be so bad.
It's even worse than.
I mean, not as bad. Sorry. I've had
okay. I'm like, it's even worse than I'm imagining.
It to be worse. No, I didn't expect it to be so easy. Is what I meant to say. It's not as bad.
Okay.
It really isn't that bad. You just gotta shoot it.
I kind of poured myself a lot. I don't know how much.
That's probably about what he does. Yeah.
Okay.
There's times he does double fight milk. If he hits the double goal, he does double. That's 4 eggs, and it's just this big thing. Yeah.
I remember him just getting absolutely smashed. He just gets wasted on stream. I've done that a couple times where the donations are just coming in, and I'm like taking a drink for each one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then by the end, I'm just like, I can't even do whatever I'm doing. A lot of the people that it's like I'm just gonna lay down on the floor and sleep now. A lot of people bring up the stream when I used to stream on YouTube when I was playing Twilight Princess, and the very beginning is a very long tutorial, and I could not even get through the tutorial in like a 3-hour stream because I was so fucking drunk.
Oh no.
Yeah, actually, there was this one time, and I was playing Bloodborne, and I got so drunk. I was playing Bloodborne, got really, really drunk, and I was at like 98K subs, and I was losing subs.
Oh no.
And I was just so down and out and depressed playing Bloodborne, and I was just sad. So I was like, Klaus, alive. Everything's terrible. Like this is, you don't even understand how hard this is, you bastards. And then I blacked out, of course. And one of my mods messaged me the next day. He's one of my big mods. He hasn't been around in a while, but he messaged me and he was like, bruh, make sure you privatize that goddamn stream from last night. And I was like, bruh, I already did it. You were fucked up. I was like, yeah, I already it's fine. It's fine. It's gone. Don't worry.
I'll be back and get my fight milk.
Get on it, dog on it. Damn, I want to do fight milk in front of Mana though. It'd be funny. Or naked snake. I mean, shit.
What is happening?
Please bring back depression streams. They're fun. Yeah, they're actually fun. Thank you guys so much. We're 25 likes away from goal and 50 away from submitting our victory over Pippa. 50 away. It's been a great stream today. We had a lot of fun.
When you were gonna have me on, I'm like, you're not gonna have anybody watching. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. It's just gonna be constantly, who is this guy? No, dude, everybody. Literally, I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat knows you. That's true. There are quite a few people. I was like, oh yeah. It's like, I remember all these names.
That's why if you stream on YouTube, I know it sucks because I miss it. But like if you're gonna stream on YouTube, you have to kind of do this kind of format where you talk to the chat, talk to people, bring people on, talk about shit. And that it's a fun format. It's a great format. It's just if you for some reason playing games on YouTube is a death knell. It doesn't matter
it's weird.
If PewDiePie starts up a stream right now, he'll have 100,000 people watching if he's doing a format like this. If he plays a game, he'll have 18,000 people, maybe less.
Damn. Even PewDiePie.
Yeah, I saw him playing something recently, and he had like 11,000 people watching. And then I said there was another one where he was like, I have some news, and it was just him streaming and talking, and there was like 98,000, 105,000 people watched.
Why is that? They just want a talk show, I guess.
Yeah, the demographics
kind of makes sense. Yeah.
The demographics on YouTube are more geared towards people talking.
Honestly, now that you're saying that, even Twitch, like if you look at the just chatting streams, like the just chatting category is so much bigger than the rest of Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's true.
Well, that's not a good. See, Billy Hatcher VTubers are a weird ass amalgamation.
It's a different breed.
Yeah, you see Pippa freaking streaming. She's like, no, I'm just freaking.
I should have a separate account that's a VTuber and tell nobody.
Yeah,
and then do that.
Pippa is like, we're gonna raid this punk that challenged me on Twitter. He challenged me to a duel. We're gonna raid him right now. She's just freaking. I don't know how she has so much energy. I don't know. Cocaine. I don't know.
I was just gonna say that,
dude. I'll be talking to a streamer. That's not relevant. Like I've never worked with. I was talking to a streamer once, and he was kind of in like a chat group of another group of people that were not even anywhere near my like kind of content, but we kind of all like knew each other a little bit. And this dude streams like 7 days a week, and he's high energy, and he's makes a lot of money. Like he's like one of the top stream dudes. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? And he like told me straight up, no joke. He's like, cocaine. He's like, I literally bump cocaine like like 20 times a day through streams.
Dude's gonna kill himself doing that.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh man.
Okay. Speaking of bumping cocaine, it's time for Naked Snake, boys. I'm gonna do it in front of God and everybody. Where's my bandana? I just had it.
Oh no.
I literally just moved it to take a picture of my Procaster. Where the fuck? All right, now who stole my bandana?
Oh, no.
I just want to play Oblivion now. And just simply watching Oblivion.
Yeah, dude. So I have this thing, Fanta, called a Rodecaster Pro.
What's that?
It's an interface. It's an audio interface.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And they're like $800 or $900, but they are beastly.
It's got like all the buttons and stuff on it too, right?
It has like you can put. There's 4 line ends for like cables, like mic cables. There's one for Bluetooth, one for a cell phone, and one for USB. So you can have like a round table of people like in a podcast. Then it has, of course, you can set like an infinity. There's like a soundboard button, like a stream deck, and they're huge. It's huge buttons like this. And you can obviously set up like 100 of them if you want.
Fucking child.
And then there's like individual like knobs and levers for every single input, including desktop audio. So like you can like I can turn this on like
oh.
It's so
you need to teach me the ways of streaming. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It is the baddest shit. So I was in Vegas and Nick Ricardo was like, do you have an interface? And I was like, yeah, I have this little M audio. Has like 2 inputs. And he's like, we're going to use my Rodecaster. And he was like, you should buy one of these. And I bought one like the day I got home, and it was the best ever. It has a built-in noise gate, built-in compressor, built-in S remover. It has all that shit built in, and you can set it and change all of it. So there's a compressor on my mic right now. There's a freaking there's a de-esser. There's all kinds of shit all mixed in. So I was watching one of my videos recently to approve the edit. Oh my god, damn, audio sounds amazing. Like sounds so good. It's crazy. It's really, really wild. I love this damn song. I built it at the top of my lungs every time. I have a Rodecaster Pro 2, best piece of tech I've got. It's freaking awesome, Noah. It's freaking awesome. Speaking of freaking awesome, let's do this shit. I know it's only me, okay? It's fine. I'm doing it for Amanda mainly. Yeah.
Mainly. A little bit for Fanta, though.
A little bit for the chat, but mainly for Amanda. Very important. This is 151 Naked Snakes in a row. 151, I think.
Jesus.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's exciting. Thank you, Carlos Morales. You bitch. Love you. Appreciate you. Come get some, Gary. All right, you guys can just watch me and cringe while I do this. It's gonna be great. You've probably seen it before. I know. That has.
I've been here for this. He's like, what did I get myself into?
I've never been a part of it. Normally, I'm like in the stream and it happens, but now I have to like be a part of it.
You have to witness it.
I have to witness it. Yeah.
Front row seat.
Sort of firsthand. Yeah.
you're so super.
The fucking music.
I know.
There we go.
Oh shit.
In my time, there'd be nobody else. Are you listening, Amanda?
I'm listening.
Are you watching?
I'm watching.
Amazing. I won't sing the whole thing to make everybody awkward for like 10 minutes, but
Is it 10 minutes?
no, it's like 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. It's in a damn freaking knot.
Is that the bandana you've always had? I feel like there was a different one.
This is the same one from day one.
That's the.
Did you ever wash it?
I've
Or
washed
is it just like rigid with sweat now?
my maid washed it once.
You have a maid?
Yeah.
Damn.
My house. I ain't clean my house. She's super cheap and super sweet. It's like $200. And she does like everything. Like everything. And I don't mess up much. So thank you, Ashley. I love you. I appreciate you, Ashley. She's dropping them dollars. Let's give her some titties. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. Get on it, doggone it. Hell yeah. Who's Mexican? Amanda, is she Mexican?
No, I think he's talking about your. I think he's talking about your mate.
Oh, yes. No, she's Egyptian, which is kind of the same thing. Tiny Badger? No, Tiny Badger lives in San Diego or some shit. Hello, Jesus, shirts off, guys. You trying to get me banned? You trying to get me banned? If Fanta takes his shirt off, I'll get banned immediately.
Tits too big. The algorithm gets confused.
Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. I love you. Appreciate you. Get on it, doggone it. You guys are goated. Rodicus is trying to give me some advice from his professional. Turn off audio document, play audio because it stops music. It sounds like the wrong LimeWire download. I don't know how to do that, but I'll do that. I'll look it up. Appreciate you, Rod. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Now we're going to do some fight milk. Make sure you like the stream. We're 9 away from goal. 9 away from goal. Jay, I love you. 39 away from the Pippa goal. The arbitrary random Pippa goal.
It's going to be the new
I
one.
call it the Pippa goal.
Pippa goal.
Call it the Pippa goal. Trying to take down Pippa. I need to prove to the world that a mid-30s man that's down and out can destroy the VTuber.
Oh, no.
That is cutesy and high energy and looks like anime. We're taking masculinity back. Let's do this. I will destroy. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. Titties. All right, here we go. And real quick, Wookie Be Bad, you're goated, bro. Wookie Be Bad took the top dog spot.
Don't sniff it. You don't want to do that.
Appreciate you guys so much. Don't
He's like,
sniff it. I'm gonna sniff it. That's what I do.
He said, "I'm gonna sniff
That's the
it."
first thing I do. Like I inhale as hard as I can. Wait, what are you talking about right now?
The fight milk.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about something else.
Okay.
Speaking of,
What are you talking about?
Speaking
Don't
of
ask that
inhaling-
question.
Speaking of
don't know.
inhaling as hard as we possibly can. Outlaw 2! Take down Pippa!
God damn.
Let's go! Pippa will lose! Pippa will be defeated! Thank you so much, Outlaw 2. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. Let me make my fight milk.
I already mixed mine. I'm ready. Got the eggs. See it?
I get it, Amanda. You're better than me.
I'm ready.
You're so much better than I am. Damn it.
Sorry.
All right, hold on. Let me pull I luckily have 2 eggs. Thank God. I have just 2 eggs. And they're juicy too, because they were covered in the juice from their prior brethren that I've killed.
Should've waited
Do
and
you
did
not
the
refrigerate
eggs.
these? You just leave them in your office?
They're definitely refrigerated. Yes.
Oh,
They're
okay.
cold as hell. My buddy Skytex gave me a bunch of eggs. He gave me like 1 billion eggs, and they were like, you didn't have to refrigerate them because they were fresh.
Oh, yeah.
His chickens actually like shit them out. All right. Fucking chickens, man. There's the 2 eggies. And then I think I tied my bandana in a knot around my headset. It's like pulling my headset off. then the milk, and then the watermelon vodka,
Oh,
which is the worst part.
Watermelon vodka.
Yeah,
well, I got berries. Mine's a berry drink this time, so it's not gonna be as good. Last time I wasn't bad. I had that mojito mix. So it was like mint and lime, so it's kind of good. So I don't know how it's gonna be this time.
Mint and lime and milk and eggs.
Great mix. And rum. There's rum in because it's mojito. So
Oh yeah.
this time is vodka. Actually, I think that's what's in these.
Smirnoff watermelon.
here
I
we
don't
go.
remember the last time I've had a flavored vodka.
Yeah, so I discovered the wine cellar in the house I bought. The old people, they're old as fuck. They were like 8. Both of them were 83 that I bought the house from. And I found the wine, like it's a wall with the little cross pattern, and there's just bottles down it, and it's all like bullshit vodka.
You didn't even get good wine. You just got Smirnoffs.
Vodka, yeah. There was one that was like the big over the top looking bottle. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's like over the top. It's like one of those brands that everybody talks about. I forget what it is.
Like Grey Goose.
It's Grey Goose, yeah.
Mm.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, see, he fills his up a lot, so you're fine.
Here we go.
God damn.
This is in honor of taking down Pippa once and for all.
Cheers.
I need to get Pippa on my show so I can also take her down. Now, obviously,
Keep smelling it. What am I doing?
right? It's the thing you do. It's what I do when I'm drinking whiskey. I'll just be like this.
Well, that makes sense, but this does not.
But it's like you're reinforcing a habit, and you're like, oh wow, that smells like balls. Oops, wow, that smells like balls. Thank you, Outlaw 2, by the way. Appreciate you, dude. All right, boys, it's time. What did you
The
get?
chorus drops.
You got something that looks like what we're doing. What do you got?
I have to do oat milk, otherwise I'll shit my brains out. And then I added mellow corn to it, which is 100 proof.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he added a lot too.
I couldn't find a shot glass, so I had to use a Hello Kitty cup.
Hello Kitty cup. It works. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. It's that time, boys. Hope you guys are ready for this. We're doing 5 milk with Wicked Virtue again in FANTAVISION. We already smashed the lot goal for the stream. I appreciate you guys. We're destroying Pippa. We hit every goal possible. It was a pink knot, an orange knot, a gold knot, and a red knot, which is unbelievable. I appreciate you guys so much. Here we go. Let's do this shit. We're doing 5 milk. I'll tell you guys when. You guys, Amanda knows, but you'll understand. Make sure you get them likes up. Make sure you guys know we have a show Wednesday, new video tomorrow. Make sure you guys follow Amanda. Make sure you follow FANTAVISION. We're doing some 5 milk today, boys, for the boys in blue. Appreciate you guys. Here we go. I got my bib ready. All right, boys. Get the hell on it, diggity dog on it.
Ah. Oh my god. That burned like a motherfucker. Whoa.
Oh my god. Look how wide Amanda's eyes got.
That last egg almost didn't, not that it didn't go down, but it was like, oh come on. Gotta get the line.
Yeah, I don't remember when it was. I think it was like a birthday stream. We hit 4 times 5 milk on that birthday stream. And I did
Jesus.
7. I did 7 eggs because I didn't have 8. And when I got to like the 4th or 5th egg, it was like almost throw up. Every time I almost threw up. I was like, oh God, oh Jesus.
I was just running out of room. I had all the milk. I'm like, no, go.
Lord, I tell you what. Oh my God. Thank you, Ashley. By the way, Ashley, I love you. She gave me a congratulatory 5 milk dono. I appreciate you. Woo. All right, boys. Make sure you guys follow my boy Fanta. Post his link, Rod. I know you're still here. Post my boy's link in the chat. FANTAVISION's link. He's goated as hell.
Thank you, sir.
Who should? I guess we're going to. We're going to.
100 proof is a mistake.
I think we're going to raid Stuttering Craig. Let me make sure he's still alive. Because I was on his show the other day, and he's a good dude. We'll make sure.
Yeah, I like the side scrollers. My girl's on there.
All right, I want to really make sure that he's still streaming. All right, cool. Because I don't want to raid somebody when they're
really
getting...
be sure.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Fanta. You guys are goated as hell. Thank you for posting the link. Also post Amanda's link to somebody as well. Even though she already hit the 1,000 subs, she good as hell. But still.
Oh, you're on Twitch? I got you.
I appreciate you guys so much. Love you. Appreciate you, Fanta, for coming on. It was a lot of fun. You told me
Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
You told me it'd be a super easy stream, and it was. It was good. And thank you, Amanda, as always. I just invite Amanda whenever because it's fun.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Get the hell on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys. We hit 5 minutes. We hit Naked Snake. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the video. Make sure you share it. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Say bye, Fanta.
See you, everybody.
Hell yeah. Say bye, Amanda. Bye.
Bye.